Hey, it seems Cortex has unplugged you from Enter the Matrix. Now, if you're stuck trying to play through this game, well, I'm here to help. Now, so many of you have out there contacted us asking for help on this program, and we were compelled to assist you. Now, we've even secured exclusive data from the lead architect behind Enter the Matrix. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to play it for yourself.
This is Thaddeus, captain of the Osiris, and I fear this will be our last transmission. We're going to attempt an emergency broadcast drop in the Matrix. All we can do is hope that somehow this disc reaches Zion, and if it does, it's not too late.
In Enter the Matrix, you play a parallel storyline from The Matrix Reloaded. You actually play the game twice. Once as Niobe, the captain of the hovercraft Logos.
Let's go.
And again as Ghost, her second in command.
Past experience can never prove the future.
The gameplay for both characters is similar in some levels and completely different in others. Your mission begins as you try to retrieve the information Thaddeus and the Osiris left behind for Zion. Cortex wants me to begin your training. Now, we could start with operational programs, but that's majorly boring. Let's learn combat tactics utilizing focus moves, which lets you relive the classic bullet time look of the Matrix movies. When you enter focus, you can perform logic-defying acrobatic combat techniques. Focus moves are combinations of button commands. You should consult your PS2, GameCube, Xbox, or PC controls list for the specific buttons. We have decrypted the memory banks of Dave Perry, the lead architect behind Enter the Matrix, about these tactics.
So then, the trick to playing the game is mastering these skills. We have a lot of hidden moves, a lot of hidden stuff that really involves you learning how the fighting system works.
Running near a wall while in focus will let the character do a wall run. If you press jump while on the wall, you will cartwheel off. Running towards or from an enemy and pressing focus, jump, and fire together will throw you into an airborne spiral of projectile launching. Pressing the strafe, focus, jump, and fire buttons will let you pull off a guns-blazing cartwheel. If the fighting situation requires more finesse than firepower, punching and kicking in combination with the focus button will cause more damage to an enemy and send them airborne, letting you continue the attack with combinations of hits. If you find yourself surrounded, you can perform a split kick by standing still and pressing focus, up, and kick. When you're on the wrong end of an armed enemy, you can disarm them with a press of the action and focus buttons. These are only some of the potential combinations a freed mind can perform while inside the Matrix. Focus is limited, however. While it does regenerate, you can run out of it during an intense fight, unless you have the power of the One. More on that later in the transmission. Combat download complete. As you can see, the Matrix is everywhere. It's all around us. If you want to experience the full realm of Enter the Matrix, you must decide. Take the red controller, and I will show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Take the blue controller, or even this kind of like deep purple one. Oh heck, even a keyboard. It doesn't matter. I'll still take you inside the Matrix. No matter which system you choose to hack into Enter the Matrix with, the knowledge I share with you is the same for all systems. Enter the Matrix gamers like Unknown78, JDA 2K4, and the Halo 911 have been flooding Cheat with requests for cheat codes for this game. We have codes and more about the cheat engine from the architect, David Perry.
There is actually a cheat mode built into the hacking system. So the hacking system is like a little game in itself, but it was really built just to hold the cheat mode. And the cheat mode is simply a command cheat. So if you type in cheat, and then you press space, you're going to need a code. And these codes will actually let you do different things. So you just type in the codes, and the codes unlock different things.
We will look at the hacking system more in depth later in the broadcast. Right now, we will focus on the cheat section. Denise7 is having trouble figuring out how to enter codes. Remember, it doesn't matter which system you're hacking with. This will open up the cheat entry for all console systems and the PC version of the Enter the Matrix. Select the hacking option from the main menu. If you've not tried hacking yet, follow the prompts. When you reach the A drive prompt, type in cheat on the on-screen keyboard. This will add a cheat command to the list to the left. Neo 2.0 and Boomstick Boy have also requested codes for Enter the Matrix. For each code you enter, type in cheat first. Hit space, and then the code. You're going to need guns. Lots of guns. To arm your character with all the guns in the game, enter cheat 003 4AFFF. Once you have your arsenal, you'll need ammo. You can load infinite ammo by entering cheat 1DDF2556. Now, what are some of the architect's favorite codes?
Infinite focus is a great thing. It means infinite bullet time. And so it's the most popular, but for me, I think the ones that I like best are the hidden levels. We have hidden multiplayer levels. You can play as Morpheus. You can fight as a car, so you can actually be the Firebird that they drive in on the freeway, and you stand up and fight as the Firebird. That's really fun.
For RayoFam117 who requested this code to unlock multiplayer, enter cheat D5C5 5D1E at the code entry screen. Plug in a second controller, and when you re-enter your save game, go to the level select screen and go all the way to the left to find the unlocked multiplayer levels. Here you can take on a friend in multiplayer hand-to-hand combat with different characters from the game, and battles without the help of focus. We'll learn how to achieve infinite focus later, along with more cheats. If you missed those codes, log on to the Cheat Sheet Master Database at G4TV. Legend has it there was a gamer born inside the Matrix who had the power to reshape and manipulate it as they desired. You can be as powerful as the One when you deploy certain Enter the Matrix cheat codes strategically during gameplay. For Xavier and Ralph, Nico and Viper94 who wanted cheat codes to enhance their gameplay, here's how to become like the One. To have infinite focus and the ability to play through nearly every level of the game with this unique ability, go to the hacking engine and enter cheat 69E5D9E4. You can now play through all character-based levels while in focus mode. You can still be hurt unless you have unlimited health by entering cheat 7F4DF451. Combine these codes with invisibility and you can wield the power of the One. To activate invisibility, enter cheat F 7 times 1. When playing with these three codes in combination, you have altered the rules of the game, and you can enhance your gameplay and play Enter the Matrix as if you have the power of the One. Add in the weapons and ammo codes and you will be unstoppable. Well, almost. Even Neo ran into obstacles occasionally. During the Waterway mission, if you're cheating with all the weapons and unlimited ammo cheats, these codes will keep you from obtaining the flashlight power-up for your weapons. Street Flyer 2K3 is also having trouble even finding the power-up on this level. That is, since it's attached to the gun, and it's not obvious to find. Let's see if the Architect can help him.
Hey, Street Flyer 2K3, that's a good question. The flashlight's very important in the sewers, and you'll find it, the way to get it is actually just to find a weapon with a flashlight attached to it. There is a part where there's a bridge earlier on in an area called the Canals. And what happens is if you go down below the bridge, down a ladder, you'll find there's kind of a watery area below.
Specifically, you should be looking for an MP5. Descending the ladder right before the completely dark tunnel where you cannot continue on will take you down into where you can find an MP5 equipped with a flashlight. Go down the ladder and turn around to face the opposite wall. Walk up to the weapon to add it to your arsenal. If you already have an MP5, unload it before you pick up the new gun. This will automatically add the flashlight power-up to your entire arsenal. Any gun you draw will light up the dark areas.
If you go down, quickly find a weapon with a light, you better turn around quick because the SWAT will actually come dropping in on ropes right behind you, so you've got to take them down. But hey, you'll have a gun in your hand with a light on it. So from that point, all you have to do is just head back up the ladder and continue on in the game.
We'll have more assistance from David Perry later in the show. If you missed any of the cheat codes for Enter the Matrix, log on to g4tv.com/cheat and visit the Cheat Sheet Master Database to reactivate them. Well, now that you know how to cheat to defeat the AI behind the Matrix, we must continue your training with getting around difficult obstacles. Enter the Matrix, David Perry from Shiny Entertainment, who will help you by answering your request. Slipknot Freak asked about the hacking system and if there are 50 secret things hidden inside.
Hey, Slipknot Freak. I love the name, by the way. The hacking system, actually, I would say 50 sounds about right. There's a lot of hidden things in there. You'll find that the one place that we snuck a lot of things was in a drive called Logos. So when you get to the Logos drive, make sure you take a look at that because a lot of people miss that. Because again, we're steering you in a different course at that point. So including the stuff that's on the Logos drive, there could be more than 50, but I'd say you're pretty close.
We will delve deeper into the hacking system later in the broadcast.
We scouted the post office.
Is the drive still clean?
Niobe, this won't be easy.
Decatur Boy is stuck on the first level of Enter the Matrix. As you reach the end of the level and retrieve the package Thaddeus left behind, the post office will be locked down. As you backtrack through the building, you'll come across an endless supply of police. Don't bother fighting them. Go the other direction and backtrack through the sorting facility. You'll come to a back room area. Go through the door beneath this clock into an office to end the level. This is your only exit.
Listen, I've got it.
PR Spiky Mike has a question, like many of you have asked. If you could play as Neo, Trinity, or Morpheus in the game.
Hey, PR Spiky Mike. It is a good question. A lot of people have been asking us, can you play as other characters in the game? The answer is yes, when you hack to some of the levels, like the fighting level. But what happened is, on the PC, people realized, well, if they have a Neo model in there, and if they have a Morpheus model in there, what if we copy that onto the character we're playing? So basically overwriting the character that we're playing as. And so there's actually very detailed instructions on the web in how to make it so you can play this game as any character that you like. But it's not something we officially let happen, because we wanted to tell the story the way the Wachowskis wanted to tell it.
We searched for these instructions and found most to be only partly accurate. As you can see here, we've managed to reskin Ghost and Niobe into Neo and Trinity. Now remember, you're only playing with a reskinned character model. They will still have the voices of Ghost and Niobe.
They get loaded every time the exact same way.
For detailed instructions on how to do this with your PC version of Enter the Matrix, log on to g4tv.com/cheat. We'll answer more viewer requests later in the show. Gamer, the Matrix has you. I believe this program holds the very meaning of our lives. My crew and I have asked if you wanted to go to the bottom of the rabbit hole by revealing the secrets behind the hacking engine of Enter the Matrix. You have spoken in the Pringles popularity poll. Free your mind and forget what is real. It's time for the Pringles popularity poll. Enter the Matrix gamers like Chad Neo1 have unplugged long enough to log on to g4tv.com/cheat to vote for whether or not they want the secrets of the hacking minigame revealed to them.
So are you red or blue on this?
The decision was yours, and this week's trip down the rabbit hole is reveal the secrets of the hacking minigame. Stay tuned to Cheat Pringles Gamer's Guide, because I learned Kung Fu and kicked Agent Smith's butt, thanks to cheating. Hey, welcome back to Cheat Pringles Gamer's Guide. The neural interactive simulation known as Enter the Matrix has been leaving some of you puzzled with certain areas of its system. Now it's time to plug back in and answer more of your requests for help inside the Matrix. Gamers Big Bear and Lerma are stuck trying to save your fellow human rebel Axel from agents. He's being held at the airport, and you'll have to save him inside an airplane. You'll be playing as Niobe. As you reach the end of the level, you will board the airplane and have to face off with an agent. Go to the front of the plane to get the parachutes. You will face police SWAT units inside the plane. You can find the parachutes hidden in the area where the pair of SWAT officers were hiding. Take them back to Axel, but stay on your toes.
Niobe? Yes, it's me. You're gonna be all right.
An agent will take over the body of the pilot and try to close the door on you. Axel will get out on his own from here, but that leaves you to battle the agent. You'll have to fight this unstoppable program to escape. Fight with the agent and try to knock him down. An MP5 and focus move should help you in your fight with him. Once you knock him down, only then should you attempt to open the plane door by pressing this button. With the door open, get the agent down again and you should be able to kick him out the back of the plane. Niobe will put on her parachute and you will have completed the level.
All right, Axel. That's your dust off.
Cheat viewer Houndy 4 is also stuck at the airport, only they're playing as Ghost and are under heavy attack by airborne agents in a helicopter. They say their health is drained in a couple of seconds. What advice does the architect David Perry have for them?
Hey, Houndy 4. Okay, so you're stuck in the airport with Ghost when that helicopter's attacking. This is actually quite a common problem because what happens is you want to use your focus key as much as possible. Remember, if you're holding down focus, you slow down time. And if you make a rush for the window where the helicopter is and start shooting at the helicopter, that's really all you got to do is get as much lead into that helicopter as possible. Then get ready and fight the SWAT that arrives, save your focus, and then use your focus on the helicopter again. People do it the other way around. They use their focus and fight the SWAT, then they get nothing left for the helicopter. But remember, your biggest problem is that damn helicopter, so you got to deal with that first. Another trick is, before you get to that area, make sure you've got plenty of health in reserve. And I would say, if you've played to that point and done a save game and you've saved yourself with hardly any health left, that's a bad way to play. You want to go back and replay the last bit and come in here with as much health as you can possibly bring to the party. Then you'll stand a really good chance of beating that helicopter.
Thank you to everyone for their viewer request for Enter the Matrix. If you have a request you'd like to see answered on the show, log on to g4tv.com/cheat. or send your encrypted email to cheat@g4tv.com. Gamer, you've asked us to reveal secrets of the hacking engine of Enter the Matrix. While we cannot show you absolutely everything about this unique part of the Matrix, we can give you a guideline to some of its ultimate goals. Now, for those of you that are waiting to see this classified section of the Matrix, get ready. For those of you that may want to learn this on your own, unplug yourself for a few minutes. But for the rest of you, get ready to complete it.
Well, the idea is just like in the Matrix, which is exactly the way the operator would help you. The idea was that we would have it so you can hack a weapon into the level. But what was more exciting was, and the question we always get is, can you possibly hack a new ability into your character? And the answer to that is yes. And so that's the hardest one to do of all. And that's something you actually have to complete the hacking system to get. But we add sword fighting. So if you complete the hacking system and go back and continue playing with your character, you'll see your character now has a sword and can do all kinds of sword moves.
Spoiler warning! This is a cheat spoiler warning! If you now want to learn the secrets of the hacking minigame, log out of the Matrix and rejoin us in 2 minutes. Cheaters Packerman37, JP4, and everyone who voted in the popularity poll want to learn the secrets of the hacking minigame. This is the short way to hack to the end and unlock the sword ability. There's much more to this minigame which you should explore on your own. Start by typing login. Next, type guest, then type DIR. Now click over to the command list and select DIR. After this, select B, then Tools. You now have to complete the binary puzzle. If you ever played the puzzle game Mastermind, this should be easy for you. The puzzle is made up of ones and zeros. You have to guess which character is in each of the 5 positions. We can't give you the answer since it's randomly generated by the game and is different each time. After hacking the puzzle, type virtual. After the computer asks you for a password, enter frozen fish as one word. The next puzzle is a bit trickier. You have to enter the red puzzle solution shown here. Take a moment to lock it in your memory. Next, type root search. After this, enter port key 942. Trinity will begin talking to you through the computer. Press the enter key when you answer Trinity. You should do this 2 times. Next, type crack 8 RAM. The next entry will be training. Next, go back to the command list, select DIR, then RAM. Select DIR again from the list, followed by RAM, and then prog. Select training in the command line and the sword program. Exit and save, and you have completed the hack. You have now downloaded the sword ability into your characters. Go back into the regular game and begin play. You won't find the sword in your inventory. As you fight your way through the enemies, press the punch and kick buttons together to wield the sword during battle. You now have a much more powerful method of hand-to-hand combat downloaded right into your character. Now, as promised, we've got Easter eggs and unlockables to show off. Thanks to Prima Games, Cheat has them all. When you first turn on the game, Lakitu catches some strange items with his fishing pole. He'll pull up one of 3 different items after the Nintendo logo. There's the starting light, a little Cheep Cheep, or the monster-sized Cheep Cheep. It's random. You'll never know which one you'll see first. There's 4 unlockable characters. You can race with Toad and Toadette once you've beaten the 100cc Special Cup Tour. This team may be lightweights, but they're fast. Then there's Petey Piranha and King Boo. You'll have them when you win the gold on the Mirror Star Cup Tour. These villains are big and strong, and they can easily knock out the competition. When you beat the Mirror Special Cup, you'll unlock the Boo Pipes. It's King Boo's favorite ride. One of Prima's favorite carts is the Parade Cart, which is also the best in the game. You'll be awarded this cart when you beat the Mirror All Cup Tour. As you continue to improve your skills on the tracks by winning all the cups, you can show off even more in the time trials. When you set records for best time on a track, you'll have a chance to race against a ghost. Then that ghost will race the track at the record-setting time, encouraging you to beat your previous record. If you beat a certain track time set by Nintendo, you can unlock Staff Ghost Racers. These staff ghosts hold the fastest time on the track. And when you beat them, you'll know that you're the best. But remember that the staff ghosts can't be saved on a memory card. You'll just have to keep beating the track times to unlock them each time you play. Mario and his pals are always ready for a racing challenge. For the times to beat to unlock all the staff ghosts, check the Cheat Sheet Master database at g4tv.com/cheat. Motion, not anger, thanks to cheating. Hey, welcome back to Cheat. Now we're here in the Manga House here in Irvine, California. Now, Soul Calibur 2 has been considered one of the best fighting games of all times. So, of course, it's no surprise that Brady Games would come up with a strategy guide detailing every fighter. And, of course, Cheat is here with the strategies to help any button masher become a Blade Master. The mighty legacy of the cursed sword Soul Edge has drawn the world's greatest weapon masters together again in Soul Calibur 2. Test your mettle with 23 unique fighters wielding over 200 different weapons, and vanquish your enemies to claim Soul Edge for yourself. Your quest begins in Weapon Master mode, where Cheat answers some viewer requests from C Squared and Tippus Fox, who need some soul strategy.
I'm through with words.
Cheat viewer C Squared has hit a choke point battling Taki in Chapter 4, Stage 2. But never fear, gamer, this 3-star stage is one of the tougher earlier battles. You begin the stage with half your health, and you have to defeat Yoshimitsu before reaching the final battle with Taki. To defeat any opponent in Soul Calibur 2, you have to know your enemy and exploit their weaknesses.
Too easy.
Don't waste my time. Let's go.
Taki is a fast, short-range fighter with good defenses and quick counterattack abilities. She's good at closing distances to exploit weak defenders, and her attacks are very difficult for opponents to counter. Patience and defense are the keys to defeating Taki. Avoid close-up battles and keep her at medium or long range for initial attacks. She's usually more vulnerable to horizontal strikes, as they're quicker than vertical attacks. Be careful to guard against her strikes, and don't lose patience when she blocks yours. Wear her down, and use short bursts to avoid being countered, and you'll defeat Taki.
Before me.
Cheat viewer Tippus Fox is lost in the later chapters of Soul Calibur 2. Despite completing the other stages in Chapters 8, 9, and Subchapter 3, some stages still remain locked. Follow us, and we'll show you the path to unlocking them all. This may sound strange, but skip these locked stages and continue on through Chapter 10 and beat Weapon Master Mode. This unlocks the extra missions that will open the locked stages of Chapters 8, 9, and Subchapter 3. First, you must beat the extra mission of Chapter 9, Stage 2, where you'll face a 3-star random opponent battle that will open Chapter 9, Stage 4. Unlocking the rest of Chapter 8 and Subchapter 3 is a bit more complicated. To unlock Subchapter 3, Stage 3, you'll have to beat the extra mission of Stage 2 in a 5-star battle with Voldo, Ivy, Yoshimitsu, Taki, and Assassin. Once you advance through Stage 3, you'll unlock Subchapter 4. Win a 5-star battle with Charade in the extra missions of Subchapter 4, Stage 2, and finally unlock Chapter 8, Stage 5. Now you know the path to all those unreachable stages. Our thanks to C Squared and Tippus Fox for their request. If you have your own cutting-edge viewer request, send us an email to cheat@g4tv.com. Now, we all know that Soul Calibur 2 has a deep and complex fighting engine, but that's not all it has to offer. That's right, each console version has its own exclusive character. We continue the eternal battle of souls and swords in Soul Calibur 2, where 3 exclusive characters have joined the fight to possess the demonic sword, Soul Edge. On the GameCube from the land of Hyrule, it's Link. On the Xbox from the depths of Hades comes Spawn. And on the PlayStation 2, Japanese karate master Heihachi. Cheat answers a viewer request from MyPal1983, who's having trouble executing soul charge attacks with Link on the GameCube. This can be a little tricky in the fury of battle, but we'll show you how to master the soul charge and teach you the ways of all 3 exclusive characters.
You lose. What a joke.
Let's begin with the soul charge, where fighters can channel their spirit into their weapon and temporarily boost their attack damage. Using Soul Calibur 2's ABK and G combo system, you can start a soul charge by doing an ABK combo. Now strike quickly with your soul charge to inflict some major damage. Once you've mastered this new power, let's take these exclusive characters into battle. Link from the classic Legend of Zelda series is a well-balanced fighter. Use this speed and power by pressing right, K, B for a forward roll to a rocket stab that launches enemies into the air. Or try right, A for a step-in attack combo that knocks your enemies to the ground. Then use your soul charge and press left, BK for an unblockable hyper dash attack.
You win.
On the Xbox, Spawn from the Todd McFarlane comic book series is a super powerful fighter. Press left AA for a demonic killer to close in on your enemies. Try down right B for a jealous rage attack that launches enemies into the air. Or press right A to do a headhunter that knocks your enemies down. Finish them using your soul charge and pressing left AB for an unblockable necroblast.
You win.
On the PlayStation 2, Heihachi from the Tekken series is a very fast fighter. Rush in and pummel your opponent by pressing AAB for Thunder Twin Hammer. Press right B for Demon Uppercut that launches enemies into the air. Or to interrupt an opponent's furious attack, press AB for Demon Breath to quickly knock down your enemy. And finally, use your soul charge and press down BK for an unblockable lightning hammer. Our thanks. Well, it's been fun, but I've had just about enough of tropical island living for one show. The flight home is about 2 hours and 40 minutes. Hey, that's just enough time to play Super Mario Sunshine again. Don't panic. There are way more hours of gameplay than that in this game. Those lightning-fast game players from Prima did manage to beat the game in that time, though. Let's see if we can help you replicate or beat that time. And we'll even search for a couple of Yoshi eggs, rather, Easter eggs, hidden in Super Mario Sunshine. Spoiler warning! Spoiler warning! This is top secret info from Super Mario Sunshine. Some of you hardcore Mario players who haven't gotten this deep into the game yet may not want to see some of the screenshots we're about to show you. Cheaters who love this sort of inside info, stay tuned. If you don't want to see gameplay from near the end of the game, go play with your Game Boy Advance for a couple of minutes. How fast do you think you can beat Super Mario Sunshine? The pro players at Prima Games managed to beat the game in a time of only 2 hours and 40 minutes. How is that even possible, you might ask? The timer starts when you begin at Delfino Plaza and ends after you win the boss fight in Corona Mountain. You only have to finish with a minimum of 50 Shine Sprites to beat the game this fast. This ought to make for a really challenging bit of gameplay for you Mario experts. If you want the full details on shortcuts to replicate this frightfully fast finish easily, check out the secret section of Prima Games' official strategy guide. We promise to show you some fun Easter eggs in Super Mario Sunshine. Did you spot the one when Baby Bowser showed up?
This is my magic brush. When I
Did you see this logo on Flood, too?
the Rainbow's man in a white coat gave it to me.
Recognize the character? It is none other than Professor E. Gadd, who made his debut in Luigi's Mansion. Flood has another built-in Easter egg that is a bit harder to spot. Go back to the start of the game when Mario first meets the talking dowsing device. Look closely at the lower left corner of the screen. You will see a trio of Mario's earlier game appearances.
As Mario.
Phew. Hey Mario, be careful while you take a nap. Mario will fall asleep if you leave the game sitting idle without hitting pause. Mario can fall asleep in some pretty precarious places. See where you can get him to take 5. When you finish the game, you are rewarded with some vacation slides of Mario, Peach, and her entourage actually getting to enjoy their island R&R. After the slideshow finishes, you get one more picture. This one appears if you beat the game without getting all the Shine Sprites. Go back and find all 120 to see an even better end picture. It's always nice to know that they got your back whenever you take on a tough title. But you know, nothing's been casting a spell as much as The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Now, Link's latest adventure caused quite a stir at last year's E3. And now, using the exclusive power of the action replay, you too can unlock all the secrets that the developers have been hiding. The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker, exclusively for the GameCube, doesn't have any cheat codes. Nintendo doesn't put them into their games. What's up with that? But there are plenty of bonuses to be found when you use the action replay from Code Junkies. The programmers of Wind Waker left a set of test maps in the game's program. And it's the folks of Code Junkies who found these secret areas. They're even calling this discovery the best codes ever. When you visit these secret areas, you'll find levels you've never seen before. It has an Alice in Wonderland look with checkerboard walls, steps that lead nowhere, and pools of clear water instead of the toon-shaded look. With 20 codes in all, you can check out these test areas and give Link a break. Remember, a little R&R does a hero good. Each Each of these codes is entered in your action replay device, and you should only use one code at a time. Since these codes involve a series of numbers and letters, 4 lines of code in all, I'm not going to rattle them off for you. Just have a pen and pencil handy when they scroll by. Or head to g4tv.com/cheat to find them all. So, let's show you what these codes deliver. In H-Test, you'll find a dungeon with pigs. You can explore this castle dungeon and run with the pigs, or perhaps carry the pigs. In VR Test, you can run around the basic island without a care in the world. There's nothing to worry about in this empty land. If you're looking for something even more bizarre, take a look at one of the checkerboard worlds. In K-Test 2, you'll find treasure chests aplenty filled with lots of goodies. When you first enter these test areas, you don't have any weapons, and Link isn't in his usual uniform. But you can activate some codes to give you a sword while you explore. Be sure to have a weapon handy when you check out iTest 63, the chamber with endless baddies. Remember, you're the boss, so don't let these baddies push you around. This level is good for honing your fighting skills. Remember that each of these codes can only be used one at a time. After you've entered the code, the start screen will change to a new look as well. It will give you a sneak peek of the land ahead. To check out these worlds and get all 20 codes, visit the Cheat Sheet Master Database at g4tv.com/cheat. And decide for yourself if these are, in fact, the best codes ever.
You're in G4's video game mashup. Now, cheat.
Greetings, cheaters. On today's show, we're looking back on the top cheats of the year as selected by you, the viewers. From Resident Evil 4 to classic Mario, it's the best of the best, this time on Cheat. Kristen Holt, Cheater in Charge, and today we'll be recapping your favorite episodes of Cheat. Tons of you showed up at the polls this season, making your voices heard and letting us know which of our dirty little tricks you appreciated the most. Thanks for all the feedback. We'll definitely put it to use in the future as we decide which games to crack open for you. Coming in at number 10 is God of War. You guys gushed about our inside guide to the mini-game within the game, so without further ado, here's another look.
You have done well, Kratos. Though we mourn the death of our brother, the gods are indebted to you.
Yeah, great news, goddess. But the real reward for beating this game is that the challenge of the gods is now open for business. You have to complete 10 challenges set forth by the gods. Most of them are beatable with some practice, but the last 2 require an advanced degree in fast reflexes. Chamber 9 pits you against 2 satyrs and a Cyclops Desert King. I know. You could kill a Cyclops Desert King with a slingshot if you had to, but this time you're on the clock. You have 2.5 minutes to kill 4 Cyclops, so timing is essential. Don't waste time going after the satyrs. Instead, concentrate on the big one-eyed sucker. Cyclone of Chaos in the air inflicts maximum damage in minimum time. I say throw caution to the wind and dive in. The Desert King has a few quick attacks, but you can duck them by watching his arm movements. Right before he goes into his charge, he'll slide his hand over the ground. This is his little way of politely informing you he's about to kill you. I suggest you dodge his attack by rolling out of the way. The Cyclops also tips his hand just before he attacks. When he's about to strike, he raises his sword real nice and high so everyone knows to get out of the way. Watch for these telltale signs and you'll pass this test with flying colors. In Room 10, you'll have to kill many satyrs and Cerebus seeds to raise this platform to the top. The more creatures you kill, the higher the platform goes. The toughest kills are the satyrs because they can block your attacks and knock you off the platform. The best thing to use against them is Apollo's offensive in the air. This makes you difficult for the satyrs to grab hold of and also allows you to go on the offensive before you come down. When the platform gets too crowded, clear the area with an aerial Lance of the Furies attack. And if you find yourself pushed to the edge of the platform, Hit R1 repeatedly to unleash Hermes Fury. This quick dash attack will lead you back in the center of the battle circle. After several minutes of non-stop button mashing, the platform will reach the top. At this point, rush forth to reap your reward. There's also a special and humorous Easter egg that can be found high atop of Mount Olympus. Here, you'll see two monuments of Kratos' defeated foes, Pandora's Guardian and Ares. They won't divulge their secrets without a fight, so just beat it out of them to reveal a secret message. No, it's not a math puzzle or some coordinates to a far-off land, but a toll-free number where Kratos and David Jaffe will congratulate you for deciphering their secret message. Turns out it's not so easy being a god, even when you are dressed as a cow. Okay, coming up next at number 9 in our countdown is LEGO Star Wars and the hidden pleasures of its secret room. May the Force be with you. In a galaxy far, far away, the Legos invaded the Star Wars universe and transformed all the characters you know and love into their block-like counterparts. Unfortunately, playtime has stalled for viewers like username NA, Dark Knight Kojiro, and someone who thinks Laura Foy is hot. They all asked about unlocking the secret level and what other goodies we'd uncovered. In order to reach the secret level, true Jedi status must be attained for all of the game's 17 levels. Basically, you have to lightsaber everything in every room on every level of the game. May the block be with you. Once you've become one with the Force, the room with the question mark will be unlocked. So, what's the big secret? Well, the level's basically the beginning of Episode 4 when Lord Vader's Star Destroyer boards Princess Leia's Corellian Corvette. There are no canisters and no Jedi meter on this level, so it's basically an invitation to collect massive amounts of studs. As you're slicing and dicing the feeble rebel resistance, you'll come to a room with yellow, blue, green, and red blocks scattered around. In a nifty bit of branding, what you have to do here is use the blocks to spell out LEGO. Use the Force to form an L with the yellow blocks. Place the long piece first, then stack the short pieces on top. Next, form the blue blocks into an E. Start with the long piece, then short, medium, short, and finally another long piece. Make a G from green blocks. Place the long piece on the bottom, then a bridge piece, 2 short pieces, and a long piece. Finally, build your O from red blocks, the long piece on the bottom, then 3 bridged pieces, and another long piece on top. Wait a few seconds and collect the blue studs. What's your reward for winning the spelling bee? Princess Leia and a rebel soldier will be unlocked for purchase at Daxter's Diner. Oh, and you'll get Darth Vader and a classic stormtrooper as a special free gift. All right, cheaters, those were some great segments, and remember, they're just bringing up the rear. If you've missed any of the info we gave you so far, then check out our website at g4tv.com/cheat for a recap. After the break, the countdown continues when we bring back even more games you really, really liked. Edition of Cheat. We're still working our way through your selections for the top 10 moments of the year. Coming in at number 8 is Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition in this viewer request presented by Circuit City. Do you have what it takes to be a street legend? Do your friends have their zip codes tattooed on their chests? If you answered yes to any of these questions, it's likely you've been playing Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. We've been inundated with emails from the 213 and 719 area codes, and both Rod G and Smiling Woman 3 are looking to pimp their rides. On the Xbox, all these codes are entered in the main menu as one word and are only available for your career mode. Select Options, then scroll down to Cheat Codes. If you enter a workable code, a visual confirmation will pop up. Enter the word GetHeadJ, and suddenly you'll find the motorcyclists are all smiles. Or enter Try This at Home, and they'll be a little hot under the collar. If you're an inexperienced or just a crappy driver, you may want to enter the code On the Road. This will make your ride untouchable so you can smash anything you want without raising your insurance rates. Some of the coolest moves in the game have to be unlocked through hard work and practice. Did I just say that? I'm obviously just kidding. Enter Defense to unlock aggro and play bumper cars with your opponents. Aggro shows some restraint when it comes to road rage by gently pushing other drivers out of the way. The code All In will unlock your zone moves. Zone slows down time so you can take turns more easily. And RJNR with a capital R unlocks Roar. Roar is like a super horn that warns everyone to get the hell out of the way. Is it more amusing to hit people or watch them scatter for cover like pigeons? I can't decide. Either way, use it to clear a path to the finish line. Don't you wish we could drive like that in the real world? Well, let's keep right on rolling. In at number 7 are the lovely ladies from Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. They were tough to find, but good thing we knew where to look.
Pretty tasty.
Next in our countdown, we're jumping to number 6 to enjoy a blast from the past with everyone's favorite plumber. Thank you, Mario. But our princess is in another castle. In the Mushroom Kingdom, warp pipes are the main mode of transportation for our mushroom-eating plumber. But if you're a guy that always sees the glass half empty, go to World 1-2 and break the bricks near the exit, but leave the one to the right alone. Then, if you went to the edge of the pipe and jumped backwards, Mario would do his best David Blaine impersonation. Enter the first pipe on the left, and you'll find yourself in the negative world. Like an episode of The Twilight Zone, you'll be stuck doing the dog paddle over and over until you run out of lives. Another great way to get around the Mushroom Kingdom is doing the Mario Slide. Whenever Mario has flower power, hold down the B button and jump when you come out of a pipe or start a new level. It only lasted for a few seconds, but it was worth it to see Mario shaking what his Mamma Mia gave him. And speaking of flower power, go to any boss level as Big Mario and stand next to the axe. Wait for the fake Bowser to come as close as possible, then time your jump so you hit both Axe and Bowser simultaneously. Done correctly, Mario will flash but remain supersized. After that, every time you eat a mushroom, you'll turn small instead of big. Oh, and you'll also be able to shoot fireballs as small Mario. Sadly, as they say, you can't take it with you, and the effects of the glitch wears off if you die. Of course, the best way to stave off death is always cheating. So to prolong your life, find any area with steps and a hard-shelled enemy. Wait until your foe is positioned right above you, then jump on him. You'll bounce on top for a whole cat's worth of extra lives. They may be oldies, but they're still goodies. Coming up, we'll get dressed up with your favorite crime fighter as the best of cheat continues. So don't go too far. Welcome back to Cheat. I'm Kristen Holt, and today we're looking at the results of your voting for the best cheat segments of the year. Yes, we do have some really good segments. Before we reveal the occupant of the number 5 spot, let's look back at our previous winners. Last on the list, but not in our hearts, was God of War with its unlockable costumes and gamer-friendly 1-800 number. Remember that? It was pretty funny. Coming in 9th was LEGO Star Wars and its secret VIP room, and Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition claimed the 8th spot. Our 7th nominees were the sexy ladies from Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, and Mario and Luigi brought up the rear as our classic episode Super Mario Bros. Package finished 6th. Of course, you probably remember all that since it happened like 2 minutes ago. Anyway, let's get back to the action. Next up, we'll revisit all the good times we had exploring the world of Warcraft. Finding quests is easy in World of Warcraft. Just look for the NPCs with huge exclamation points over their heads. But hidden amongst these run-of-the-mill quests are certain VIP, invitation-only adventures the designers didn't want everyone to know about. The first of these is what we like to call the Chicken Quest. Head to Saldine's farm in Westfall and find a chicken. To unlock the secret, you have to do the chicken dance in front of the chicken about 100 times. We found this was a lot easier when we set up a macro. Just bring up Options, select Macros, choose the icon you want, and enter the command. Then put the icon in an action bar and voila, automatic chicken dance. When you've danced the night away, you'll see the message, "Chicken looks at you quizzically. Maybe you should inspect it." Accept the quest and purchase the special chicken feed from Farmer Saldine. Return to the chicken and type /cheer before feeding the chicken.
Fantastic!
Do this right and the chicken will lay an egg. This egg is your new pet, a prairie chicken. Cool, huh? The second semi-secret quest is only available when you reach level 47. When you do, head to Ungoro Crater, and in the marshlands you'll find a wrecked raft and a faded photograph. Remind anyone of an NES game? This find will initiate the quest, It's a Secret to Everybody. All you vintage Zelda fans are probably freaking out right now because you recognize the quote from the original Legend of Zelda. There's even a Link counterpart in Marshall's Refuge, Lincoln, whom you'll be helping find his lost memories. This quest has you trekking all over Azeroth, completing a chain of 13 quests. Eventually, the trail will lead you back to Ungoro. The final part of the quest, It's Dangerous to Go Alone, is also a reference to the original Zelda. Geek-tastic, baby! There's another tribute to be found by beating Blaze Runner at Fire Plume Ridge. Of course, beating Blaze Runner, who's a level 56 elite, is no easy task. We whipped him by pairing up with the Pally and casting Fire Resistance Aura, then having another party member use the Silver Totem of Aqua Menace to take down Blaze Runner's protective fields. Once the big guy's down, pick up the Golden Flame in the back of the cave. Kinda looks like a piece of the Triforce, doesn't it? Return to Lincoln and Marshall's Refuge and claim your reward.
Good day to you.
Lincoln's Sword of Mastery and Lincoln's Boomerang. Now we're getting down to the A-list. Coming in at number 4 is, what else? Resident Evil 4, where we broke down the final battle between Leon and Sadler to save Ashley. And coming in at the number 3 spot is our goal-winning guide to finding the coveted soccer ball in Halo 2. Ah, good times, good times. Okay, and now back on track. Swinging in at the number 2 spot is our friendly neighborhood Ultimate Spider-Man with all the unlockable costumes. So, you defeated Venom and you figure it's champagne spraying time, right? Sorry, the fun's not over just yet. Even after you complete the main storyline, you should probably go back and tie up those loose side missions. Why? Because doing so will unlock all these neat alternate costumes Spidey can parade around in New York City. Completing a certain number of city events and combat tours, and collecting the right number of tokens will unlock Parker's wardrobe in the game menu. For instance, finish 30 city events and find 30 tokens, and you'll access this nifty wrestling outfit. It's this season's must-have item for dropkicking crime. Another cool option, if you complete the objectives, is web-slinging around as plain old Peter Parker. Upside, fewer web wedgies. Downside, pretty much everyone's gonna figure out you're Spider-Man. Then again, if you really want to blend in, you can play as Parker in a hoodie. Holla! This is possibly the only superhero disguise less effective than Clark Kent's glasses. Or maybe red's not your color. No problemo. Just complete 90 city events, dig up 90 tokens, and do 20 combat tours, and you'll unlock the Arachno Man costume. And while yellow and green might work for Caterpillar Man, we doubt you'll intimidate too many bad guys wearing this walking fashion faux pas.
We're gonna be the guys who kill the superhero!
And if you're really dedicated and complete 100% of the game, you'll unlock the great granddaddy of all Spidey costumes. The Black Outfit. Man, this is so badass. Look out, evildoers. And now the moment you've all been waiting for. No, not that. Your #1 favorite cheat segment of the year is coming up after the break. Ha ha! Psych! Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Are you ready to rock? Can you stand the suspense any longer? I know, I can't either. So far, our top 10 list has contained a little of everything. Strategies, unlockables, cheats, Easter eggs, sexy ladies. But now it's time to fill the big spot. With over 5,000 #1 votes, your favorite game spot of the year is... Can I get a drum roll? The Scarab Gun from Halo 2. But are you really that surprised? I mean, the Scarab gun, after all, is the most powerful and hard-to-find weapon around. Now let's take one last look at that beautiful blaster. For a limited time, get the amazing Scarab gun. It slices, it dices, it gets rid of unsightly nose hair, and still blows your enemies halfway to hell.
See this look? It's terror!
Now, how much would you pay? But wait, this amazing Covenant weapon can be yours free if you follow our secret pathway.
We've all run the simulations. They're tough, but they ain't invincible.
Start off on the Metropolis level and eliminate the Marines that board the Scorpion. You'll be glad you did. Cross the bridge as you normally would and destroy all the ghosts and wraiths that you encounter. When more Marines join the fight, though they are your own guys, take them out as well before reaching the end of the bridge. Then, take out the Banshees that attack you, but leave one in the air. Also, make sure to hijack a ghost before entering the tunnel. Lure the Banshee into the tunnel by shooting it periodically to keep it interested. When you reach the first barriers, take out the Warthog and the Marines, or they'll destroy the Banshee. Continue to lure the Banshee past the second barrier and eliminate any Covenant resistance. You'll notice the Banshee will get stuck in corners repeatedly. The best way to get it out of the corners is to stand behind it and walk backwards until it retargets you. This will save a lot of frustration. The hardest part of the whole process is to lure the Banshee into the small tunnel. And through trial and error, you should have the Banshee in this position. This is the part where you will either succeed or cry and start over. When you see loading done, immediately board the Banshee. If you inadvertently trigger it without boarding, then the Banshee will disappear and you'll have to start over. But if you're able to board it, then pat yourself on the back. You've done it. Navigate it out of the tunnel and fly toward the twin bridges. In the middle of the first bridge, you will see an orange cone, your holy grail. Swap it out or dual wield it. You now have the most powerful weapon in the game, the Scarab gun. Special delivery for the Covenant, and it ain't no Candygram. That's a wrap, cheaters. The polls are closed and it's all over but the crying. If your favorite segments or games didn't make our little list, I hate to tell you this, but it's your own damn fault. I mean, next time, get out there and rock the boat, people. For a recap, you can watch all the segments again on our website at g4tv.com/cheat. Check it out, you just might learn something. And while you're there, you can post your pleas for help on your favorite games. Okay, I hope you enjoyed our best of episode today, and please tune in next time as we pop the top off the latest games to check out all the juicy stuff inside. Until then, I'm Kristen Holt, and I'm a cheater.
Attention all gamers, X plays in prime time.
How can I join in the fun?
Join Adam and Morgan for all new episodes featuring live on-screen chat, interactive polls, and video viewer mail.
What do you guys think the worst game of all time is?
Keep the video viewer mails coming.
Catch an all-new X-Play, weeknights at 8, only on G4.
I'm Alice Cooper, and you're watching G4 TV for gamers.
You wish to cleave through enemies in Ninja Gaiden? Seek enlightenment that comes from being one with your katana and Nightshade, and learn the way of the cheater in Tenchu. Follow me in the path of Jiu-Jitsu on this ninja edition of Cheat! I am Jiu-Jitsu Master Koiros, and you're watching Cheat, your nimble path to strategy, secrets, and cheats for your favorite video games. Today, you and my new pupil, Xiao Wang, will learn to defeat fierce bosses in Ninja Gaiden. Sharpen your blade with a female shinobi in Nightshade, and cheat like the wind in Tenchu. Now I will show you how to obtain mastery over your enemies in Ninja Gaiden!
The evil Dark Dragon Blade. A legendary sword, said to have been carved out of the bones of a black dragon.
What could be better than a video game with ninjas, but a game with ninjas and a really big sword? Play as Ryu Hayabusa, a descendant of the dragon lineage in Ninja Gaiden. an original NES game reintroduced for 21st century gamers. We received a viewer request from AKCM Dawn 9 and Zaber88, who's having trouble beating the first chapter boss, Master Morai, leader of the Shadow Clan. Well, AKCM Dawn 9, learn the ways of the tortoise, because quick and reckless attacks on this Master Ninja will only lead you to an early grave. Right before you enter his temple, there's a save point at the bottom of the bridge. At this point, increase your health meter by using the Lives of 1,000 God power-up, if you haven't already done so, and save your progress. You should also have the Talisman of Rebirth scroll in your inventory, which will revive you automatically during battle if you lose all your health. Go up the bridge and defeat the white ninjas who are eagerly awaiting your arrival. Here you'll be able to fill up your health gauge by defeating these shadow fighters. Try to finish them off without taking too much damage to yourself. If you lose more than 1/5 of your health, restart and try again. Once you defeat these ninjas, go back to the save point and save your progress again. Now you'll be able to restart the level with your energy intact, and the white ninjas will no longer impede your path. This is a good trick to use on all levels. Master Morai is a tough opponent who was once a part of the Hayabusa Ninja Clan, and you must prove your skills to pass on to the next mission. Direct attacks of Morai will only drain your energy, so keep a good distance between him and you and jump up the wall and hit the Y button as he comes closer to execute your special attack. Quickly block his attacks and jump away from him, or he'll throw you to the ground. Repeat this strategy, and if your patience equals your skills, then you'll finally bring down this Master Ninja. Our thanks to AKCM Dawn 9 and Zaber88 for their requests. But our quest for the Dark Dragon Blade has only just begun. Coming up, we'll answer more viewer requests to build up your ki and karma energy as we tackle tougher boss battles. Doku. You know nothing! Remember, Chijutsu is not here! It is not here! It is here and here! Go practice your katana. You are not ready. Soon I will show you how a true ninja will overcome the deeper challenges in Ninja Gaiden and let you practice your Chijutsu in Tenchu. But first, we got a date with a ninja. Yes, I'm speaking of Hibana from Nightshade. You know, we had a thing going for a while, but she got needy.
Akujiki. The ancient, cursed blade has consumed the souls of men for centuries. It is said that he who wields Akujiki wields absolute power.
Nightshade on the PlayStation 2 continues the story of the Akujiki after the blade was broken by a shinobi named Hasuma. Now Nakatomi, an evil corporation, is seeking the shards of the blade to restore its evil power and rule the world. If the blade falls into the wrong hands, there's no hope for mankind. Tokyo is under siege by demonic forces and a legion of Hellspawn. The government has turned to a female shinobi named Hibana for help. She must find the shards of the Akujiki, destroy the Hellspawn creatures, and restore order to Earth. Thanks to Tips and Tricks magazine, Cheetah has a few tips to keep you ahead of the evil corporation. It's a good idea to break all destructible items. You'll find chakra power-ups, energy capsules, and bonus coins. You'll find a ration power-up on every level. Use it to increase your energy gauge so you can withstand damage attacks better. As a shinobi, you're fast and agile. Your dash attacks give you an advantage against every enemy. Use your dash move to attack your enemies from behind. This causes more damage than a front attack. Each level has 2 extra ninjutsu scrolls, which increase your shinobi magic to cast ninjutsu spells. It's a good idea to always find the 2 scrolls before you reach the boss battle at the end of the stage to have more powerful attacks. There's a lot of unlockables in this game. Finding the secret coins hidden throughout a level will reward you with new missions in time attack mode, survival mode, and mission mode. You'll find the coins hidden in different places as you play through again under different difficulty levels. And once you complete normal mode, you'll unlock a new costume for Hibana. There are 3 unlockable secret characters. When you complete easy mode, you'll unlock Hisu, the shinobi of water, who can run faster than Hibana. Joe Musashi is a shinobi of legend. He can throw an unlimited number of shuriken and is unlocked once you complete normal mode. The final secret character is the Master of Oboro, Hasuma. To play as Hasuma, you'll have to play through 88 stages and any combination of story mode, time attack mode, survival mode, or mission mode. Hasuma has a powerful slash attack, and when you play through the game with him, you'll have to defeat every enemy or your energy will drain. Each kill recharges his health. The quickest way to play through 88 stages is to enter mission mode and replay mission 5 again and again until you've cleared it 88 times. Mission 5 is one of the easiest and fastest missions to complete. Thanks again to Tips and Tricks for all the ninja guidance. If you need a stealthy ninja recap on how to resist the power of the Akujiki, just check out the Cheat Sheet Master database at g4tv.com/cheat.
You better hope your warranty is still good.
Shao! Come here and show your master Fluttering Blade. No! Wrong! We learn the classics. We will study the original Tenchu Stealth Assassins and go even deeper to test your mettle in Ninja Gaiden. Only then can you hope to become a true master. That's coming up next, only on Cheat.
Ryo, you're not working out because the King of Fighters is going 3D with maximum impact, are you?
King of Fighters going 3D? I don't know what you're talking about.
King of Fighters Maximum Impact. An all-new creation combines classic King of Fighters 2D gameplay with breathtaking 3D animation. 14 classic fighters, 5 new warriors.
It's all right, just a little paper cut.
King of Fighters Maximum Impact. Hail to the King. Rated T for Teen.
Welcome back to Cheat. Xiao Wang has dishonored himself. Sing! He will find redemption through mastery of Ninja Gaiden. First, we must go back to the classics for one of the great ninja games, Tenchu Stealth Assassins. Pay attention, Grasshopper. This is how your ancestors created 3D ninja action. The path to becoming a true ninja began in 1998 with Tenchu Stealth Assassins on the PlayStation. You learn to master the ninja ways, hiding in the shadows, attacking the enemy with speed and cunning. As either Rikimaru or Ayame, you live by honor and kill by stealth to become the best assassin ever. It's your mission to serve and protect the innocents of feudal Japan.
I'm here to avenge all the innocent people you've hurt.
This game set the standard for future ninja stealth games. And with a few cheat codes, the path of a ninja master continues. As you prowl through the shadow, you'll want to make sure you've got all the ninja items possible. When you're at the items menu, hold the L2 button and press left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, X to acquire every item like the healing potions, grenades, and poison rice. To increase your item capacity to 99, just hold the L1 button and press left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, square. While you're still at the item menu, be sure to stock up on all the ninja tools. Just hold the R1 button and press left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, circle. Now you'll have the Super Shuriken, Fire Eater Scroll, Ninja Armor, and other items available from the start. Test your stealth skills in the later levels when you unlock every stage. At the select stage menu, hold R2 and press left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, square. You'll hear a shout as a confirmation sound. All 10 levels are now available for your choosing. As you replay any level, you can try out different tactics when you enable the enemy layout selection. From the stage select screen, hold the R1 button and press left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, X. Now you can choose from layout A, B, or C and find the enemies hiding in new locations. If you're playing as Ayame, you want to check out her modern ninja costume. When you're at the item screen, make sure you have some ninja armor available in your inventory. Then press left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, circle. At the start of the level, you'll see Ayame wearing her new sexy outfit. When you're low on health, you can recharge with stealthy ninja speed when you pause the game and enter left, left, down, down, square, square, triangle, square. The game will unpause and you'll be charged up and ready for the next fight. To change things around in the game any way you want, you can check out Debug Mode. During a game, just press pause, then hold L1 and R2 buttons and press up, triangle, down, X, left, square, right, circle. Now let go of L1 and R2 and press L1, R1, L2, R2. When you unpause the game, just press L2 and R2 to enter the debug mode. Here you can get rid of all the enemies in a level or add more. Almost anything can be changed around. You'll see what the programmers can do when they make a game. For a full recap of the codes of this classic old school game, just kick it into stealth mode and head to the Cheat Sheet Master database at g4tv.com/cheat. And stay tuned for the latest Tenchu Xbox codes coming up in this all-ninja episode. Yes! I can feel the energy of Cheat-Jitsu flowing through you. Show me, shouting! Good. We are ready for our next battle in Ninja Gaiden! We rejoin the Hayabusa Ninja Clan to protect the evil Dark Dragon Blade from the Vigor Empire in Ninja Gaiden. Cheat answers some more viewer requests from Dragon Ball G4, Zaber88, and Hubner2111, who are caught in the Chapter 2 Ninja Village trying to defeat the Horse Lord. Stand ready, Ryu. We'll help you avenge your clan's village. The Horse Lord is a formidable enough opponent on his own, but he's also aided by some magic-wielding warriors. Quickly cross the bridge and begin battling the warriors. The Tiger Roar is a good technique. They will regenerate a few times, but defeating them restores your health essence during this boss battle. Use your reversed wind technique to dodge and roll away from their magic attacks. Once you're in close, blocking and countering is the key to defeating these warriors one-on-one. The Horse Lord will continue to attack you while you are battling the magic warriors. Focus on the warriors and attack the Horse Lord only when he comes near. As he approaches, always block and counterattack. This is a good way to wear him down while keeping your health up battling the warriors. Once the warriors are defeated, you can change your tactics on the Horse Lord. Keep your distance and use your bow to shoot him from afar. By quickly rolling and jumping away, plus a steady bow hand, you'll put the Horse Lord out to pasture. Savor your victory, but do not rush too long as the fight is just about to take flight. Cheat answers another viewer request from Aquin119, Fear the Dragon 114, Terracuda, and Talik, who are crashing and burning trying to defeat Machine Head in Chapter 3, Skies of Vengeance. Let's dive into this battle and bring this airship down to the ground. Machine Head is too powerful to go toe-to-toe with using melee attacks. He'll simply grab hold of you and blast you with his static gun. Plus, he can blast you from afar, too. This battle is all about hit-and-run techniques. Use your quickness and stay behind him or flank him from the side. He's too slow to react if you act quickly enough. You'll have to time your attacks between the wild swings of a static gun. Race toward Machine Head and use your Falling Dragon Blade on this tin can. Then quickly use your reverse wind technique to roll away and dodge his counterattack. You could also use your Crimson Slash on Machine Head, and this attack will propel you away from him. But quickly add a reverse wind to avoid his long reach. Use these tactics in combination and you'll slice up Machine Head for spare parts and send his airship flaming into the night. Our thanks to everyone for their requests, but the Dark Dragon Blade isn't safe yet. We have more Ninja Gaiden requests coming up. Plus, we'll unlock an end-of-game cheat. Yes! Soon you will be ready. Then I will reveal what true Cheat-Jitsu mastery is to you and Xiaowang. For our next lesson, I will share my final strategies for Ninja Gaiden and reward you with cheat codes for Tenchu Return from Darkness. But first, is a cheat popularity poll. You want to get an egg roll? Your Ninja Rage abilities are put to the test in this week's cheat popularity poll. In iNinja, you're an angry warrior with a big head who must defeat the evil Master Odor. And with a few cheat codes, you can fulfill your destiny and save the world in no time. You'll slice and dice all your enemies in style when you upgrade your sword instantly. Or you can skip to the later levels with Ninja Speed when you enter the complete current mission code. But if you want to be a ninja with an even bigger head to lord over your enemies, you can enter Big Head mode and have the last laugh. Gamers have laid down their swords long enough to vote for their favorite code at g4tv.com/cheat. And the winning warrior code is Sword Upgrade. With each upgrade, your katana is sharper and stronger than before. Just press start to pause the game. Hold L1 and R1 buttons and press circle, square, circle, triangle, triangle, square, circle, square. You'll see a quick confirmation at the top of the screen, and now you can use your sword to perform new combo attacks. To have all the codes and renew your ninja path with honor, just sneak over to the Cheat Sheet Master database at g4tv.com/cheat and cast your vote in the next Cheat Popularity Poll.
Weeknights on G4 Tech TV. For computer help and how-to, you know where to turn. Hang with Pat, Kevin, and the crew every night on the Screensavers as they dish out expert advice and answer your tough tech questions.
This is cool.
Join the fun on the Screensavers. Weeknights at 7 p.m. only on G4 Tech TV.
I'm Ninja Master Corey Rouse, and I'm silent but deadly, thanks to cheating. Welcome back to Cheat. I've shown you and my pupil Xiao Wang the path to becoming a true Cheatetsu master. And now it's time for your final lessons. Soon I'll reveal my ultimate strategy for Ninja Gaiden. But first, Xiao Wang and I must face off in Tenchu Return from Darkness. Show me what you have learned, young one! Tenchu Return from Darkness is an expanded version of Tenchu Wrath of Heaven, which was the third installment of Activision's stealthy ninja game franchise. Rikimaru returns as he reclaims the leadership role of the Azuma Shinobi clan, and by his side is the cunning female assassin, Ayame, who brings light to where there is only darkness. Immerse yourself in an adventure where good and evil struggles for victory in the shadows. We've received viewer requests from Fixer and General Tales, who are having a hard time staying undetected. Follow Cheat into the black areas of feudal Japan as we uncover safe places to crawl under. You can either play as Rikimaru or Ayame as your ninja assassins to finish your campaigns. But there's a third character that will help on their long journey. Go to the main menu screen and hold down black and white and press up, right, left, down. Then release black and white and press left trigger and right trigger. You'll hear a bomb sound confirming your code. Now you can play with Teshu, a martial arts doctor who uses his bare hands to disable his enemies. This code entry will also unlock all characters in the multiplayer mode, even the Ninja Dog. If you want to save these characters, go to the options menu and save your game. To become a skillful master ninja, you must have unlimited weapons in your arsenal. Go to the item select screen and hold down the left and right triggers, then press up, down, X 3 times, left, right, and X 3 times. Your hut is now filled with every weapon imaginable within the game. But everyone knows the life of a ninja is a labor of love, not of money. Go back to the item select menu and hold down the left and right triggers and press up, left, down, right, and X 3 times. You'll increase your inventory by 10 every time you enter this code. When you start your campaign, different levels are unlocked as you finish each objective. But everyone knows ninjas are proud of their cheating heritage. Go to the mission select screen and press white, left trigger, right, X, click L3 and R3 to unlock all the missions. And to unlock all layouts in each mission, go to the mission select screen and click R3, L3, left trigger, white, and black. If health potions and rice balls become too scarce on your journey, pause the game and press up, down, and X 3 times to restore your health. But if defense isn't the problem, pause the game and hold down the right trigger and white and press up, down, release right trigger and white and press X 3 times to increase your offensive power. Our thanks to Fixer and General Tales for their requests. If you still need help fighting off these scary shadow fighters, fly on down to the Cheat Sheet Master database at g4tv.com/cheat to get a recap of these codes and other offensive lessons to become a master assassin. You have learned much, Xiao Wang, but you must perfect your technique if you hope to match my skills in our final battle in Ninja Gaiden!
You're much more powerful than just a human.
My strength comes from training, not from some curse in my blood.
In our final Ninja Gaiden viewer request, Cheat answers Prima I Rage, Cougar 0309, Xboxer Phil, Ganondorf, Death Kazoo, and Super Freak 67 2001, who need help rescuing Rachel from the Fiend Behemoth in Chapter 5, City of Friends.
Beneath this monastery, there is...
Actually, Rachel can wait. Before this battle, you should go visit Muramosa to upgrade your Dragon Sword. Ryu will find Muramosa's shop in Clock Tower Plaza near this green door. Select the blacksmith, and if you have at least 3,000 points of yellow essence, you can strengthen your Dragon Sword by upgrading to level 2. This will unlock some new, more powerful melee attacks. Now you're ready for the Fiend Behemoth battle. Stay as close to the monster as you can and begin by cutting away at its 2 tentacles using your Flying Swallow attack. If you're agile enough to chain your attacks together, you can link your Flying Swallow to create a deadly orbit attack. Once you cut off the tentacles, concentrate on the body with a flurry of melee attacks. Stay close to avoid the acid globs the behemoth will spew at you. These tentacles will regrow, so continue these tactics until the Fiend Behemoth is reduced to a twitching puddle and releases Rachel.
Was that a fiend as well?
Spoiler warning! Spoiler warning! We're about to preview the final chapter, Dark Dragon Blade, to reveal an end-of-game unlockable cheat. Once you've beaten the game and escaped with your life, go to the main menu, then hold the left trigger and start a new game. Ryu begins Ninja Gaiden again with a new costume and a deadly plasma sword. It's just as powerful as a dragon sword, but it has a saber-like slashing sound. Our thanks to everyone for their requests. If you need a Ninja Gaiden recap, then Flying Bird flip your way over to the Cheat Sheet Master database at g4tv.com/cheat.
Ryu, I expected nothing less.
Xiaowang, you honor your master. You have learned the true meaning of Cheat-Jitsu. I pass on to you my controller. Go forth and teach the others the art of cheating. If you missed any of the codes from today's show, you can check out the Cheat Sheet Master database at g4tv.com/cheat. And while you're there, jump on the message boards or send us an email to cheat@g4tv.com and request your favorite video game. I'm Master Corey Rouse. If Stealth Assassins got you down, unleash Raging Platypus and keep kicking butt. See you next time on Cheat!
It's up to you to choose which games win at this year's G4ia, the award show for gamers. Go to g4techtv.com/G4ia and decide who gets best game, character, soundtrack, and more. Press, vote, and make your voice heard. It's all part of G4ia, presented by EB Games and Jeep.
Rouse, Corey Rouse, of Her Majesty's Cheat Service. Today you'll find out how to become a real 00 agent in 007, Everything or Nothing.
That's right. You'll learn the best tactics for co-op mode, uncover how to earn platinum rewards, and take you through some of the hardest levels in the game.
All that and more, only on this 00 edition of Cheat. I'm MI6 Agent Corey Rouse, and you're watching Cheat, your undercover source for strategy, secrets, and cheats for your favorite video games.
And I'm Agent Wood, Tina Wood. Here we are at Q Division's Cheat Facility. We're tackling 007, Everything or Nothing.
We'll be covering everything from Bond moments to cheats. So let's get started with the mission briefing. James Bond 007 Everything or Nothing is the latest installment of the game franchise to introduce Pierce Brosnan as everyone's favorite English spy.
Drop your weapon. Who are you? Bond. James Bond.
Q returns to give parental advice to the juvenile agent who only has one thing on his mind.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
And you won't if I have any say in the matter.
Also lending their vocal talents to the game are Willem Dafoe.
Then we unleash our little nanobots on the world.
And Heidi Klum is Dr. Nadonova. And, of course, Jaws. Shannon Elizabeth also lends her unique talents to the game as one of the legendary Bond girls. And Maya opens up the game with her soundtrack to James Bond, rivaling even some of the classic live-action films, making Everything or Nothing the most star-studded 007 game ever made. Not your ordinary third-person shooter game, Everything or Nothing emphasizes the importance of being a real spy to uncover the secrets of the nanobots.
I'm disappointed. I thought we were going to have dinner in London.
Stealth your way through missions as you hide behind walls and crouch behind large objects to take down the enemies. And learn to use your Bond sense in crucial areas in the game to locate items to complete each objective. Begin your missions by taking part in the training exercise. Here you'll learn to fight hand-to-hand and to use the rappel gun to climb up the sides of walls. But what's a Bond game without the cool gadgets?
Pay attention, 007.
Q has invented small robotic spiders to aid you in your missions. Use them to navigate through tight crawl spaces and to destroy junction boxes that may impede your path. There's also 3 different types of grenades in Bond's arsenal to use in crucial situations. There's a frag grenade, strobe grenade, and the EMP grenade to take out any electrical device. Q has also updated MI6's motor pool by importing the Porsche Cayenne, Aston Martin Vanquish, and the Triumph Daytona 600 motorcycle into the game. But put both hands on the wheel because the developers have introduced a real engine under the hood. The car will slide and turn like a real car, so watch out for pedestrians and trees. Precision driving is a must in this game, but remember, you always have rockets to fall back on. There's also some fun Easter eggs to uncover in every level called Bond moments. These capture the action and charm of this gentleman spy's signature moments from the Bond movies. So if you see a damsel in distress, or underdressed, go say hello and get some extra points.
We've learned a few new tricks, haven't we? Could you be a dear and get me a drink, please?
James Bond Everything or Nothing has more secrets and weapons to uncover.
My nanotech weapons destroy all metal they touch, and it appears the only weapon you have left is sarcasm.
But before Bond pulls off his best Houdini impersonation, coming up, we're answering your viewer request for 007, and we'll uncover the Platinum Unlockable Cheats.
Goodbye, James.
Remember, what we show you is for your eyes only.
I just got... Later on in the show, we're also going to show you through some of the toughest levels in Everything or Nothing, and show you how to earn a platinum ranking for some key missions.
Why you gotta be hateful?
I didn't think I was being hateful.
That's pretty angry.
No, I just think it was funny.
Well, it was a Bond reference. We're doing a Bond show.
I'm sorry.
You should've got Laura. Like, get over here.
She's overrated.
Well, think about what you've done. All right, now we're about to show you some of the best Bond moments in Everything or Nothing coming up right now.
Oh, nice little reference from my show.
Well, I thought.
I'm gonna go eat.
.007 Everything or Nothing explodes onto your screen with all the action of a Hollywood movie. What sets James Bond apart from other spies is, when completing a mission, he does it with finesse and superior skill. These are known as Bond moments. Completing these moments will help you find hidden items, mission shortcuts, and subduing your enemies in style. Not to mention increasing your score to earn gold mission rewards. In Mission A Long Way Down, Bond must rappel down the nanotech facility. On the first level, look up to the left for a rappel point, where you'll find the Dragunov sniper rifle, completing the first Bond moment. Rappel down and go left through the tunnel. Open the steam valve to stun your enemies and make short work of them for the second moment. Rappel down to the next level, and inside, flip the table for cover and drop the enemies through the window for the third. Rappel to the third level and open another steam valve to stun your enemies for the fourth. Once you've shut off the flames, go inside and use your Bond sense to target the weak ceiling. Then shoot it down on top of your enemies for the final Bond moment. In Mission Train Chase, Bond must catch a train in his Porsche Cayenne Turbo. After the first long tunnel, look for the shortcut to the left. Follow this road and shoot down the helicopter for the first Bond moment. Ahead, as the temple collapses around you, jump the fallen columns for the second moment. Now let's catch that train. Look for a ramp between the giant foot ruins and jump the tracks for the final Bond moment. In Mission Mardi Gras Mayhem, Bond must rendezvous with NSA agent Starling in his Aston Martin V12 Vanquish. On your way to hijacking the van, turn right against these arrows and look for a shortcut ramp across the brick courtyard for the first Bond moment. Load your Vanquish in the back of the van for the second moment. Well done. Later, pursue the limo with this shortcut, jumping through the concrete pipe for the third. Then disable the limo using your acid slick for the final Bond moment. In Mission Pontchartrain Bridge, Bond must stop Jaws' truck on his Triumph Daytona 600. Jump the gate for the first Bond moment. Fork to the right and rocket the enemies on the front porch for the second moment. On the bridge, jump to the oncoming side over the construction ramps for the third. And finally, when the truck jackknifes, action slide underneath it for the final Bond moment. These are just a glimpse at all the Bond moments to be discovered in 007 Everything or Nothing. And the added points will help you earn gold to unlock the platinum objectives. We still got more Bond goodies than you could shake a moonraker at.
We'll show you strategies for cooperative play and cheats you can unlock by earning platinum ratings.
And that's all coming up, only on Cheat. Come on.
Welcome back to Cheat. Agents Rouse and Wood believes that they are deep undercover to give you the goods on 007 Everything or Nothing. But they are, in fact, under my control.
Corey, what are you doing?
Nothing.
Look, there's no denying that some of the levels in the latest Bond game are hard enough to knock the living daylights out of you.
But as luck would have it, we've got the solution to one of this game's toughest levels. No. James Bond Everything or Nothing has incorporated all the finer points of Ian Fleming's character James Bond into an action-adventure espionage game. From the high-octane explosions to extreme car chases. And of course, what's a Bond movie without Bond women? We've received viewer requests from Hero of Winds, SpongeBoy 1985, and Bonzo-So21, who are having a hard time seeing the light in the Vertigo mission. Well, grab your GPS and night vision goggles, because Cheat's going undercover. Bond has been instructed to find 003's whereabouts on top of the mountain with the help of Serena. The first level of the mine is relatively easy. Take out the guards and rappel to the second level. More guards will impede your path, so take them out one at a time and head towards the elevator to the right after clearing the area. Listen to M as she tells you more about the mission.
Look for an old junction box.
Head up the shaft and watch out for agents who'll spring down from the top. There'll be an armor vest to the left. If you don't need it, leave it there, because you'll need it when you come back down after finishing your secondary mission. Turn around and look up, and you'll see another shaft leading up to the next phase of the mission. There'll be another armor vest waiting for you when you reach the top. Again, leave it if you don't need it. Run to the right and look out for the rocket that'll be coming straight at you. Duck and take out the sniper. Push the minecart and continue running forward. When the mine splits, look to the left and aim high to take out an agent hiding in the rafters. The mine going down to the right will lead you to another armored vest where you'll have to equip your thermovision to see in the dark. When you head up the mine, take cover because there's 2 snipers looking to take off your head. Take out the agents in your immediate area first and then go after the snipers last. When you enter the junction box room, you'll be told the uplink device is missing.
You must find that uplink device and install it so we can help you find 003.
Follow the tracks to go up another level to look for the missing uplink device. The enemies have gotten smarter at this point because now they're wearing flak jackets. They're heavily armored, so aim for their heads or fight them hand-to-hand for the quickest results. When you reach the next level, shoot the guard in the middle first because he'll turn his table over for cover. Once you dispatch the agents in the room, use the armor vest to the right and take the uplink device. Head back down to the machine room to reconnect the uplink device, and then take out the power antenna. Go back down to activate the shaft elevator where you first talked to M, but watch your back, because your area has been compromised and agents will be gunning for you. Mission complete.
Upward and onward, 007.
The elevator will now take you to the top of the mountain and on to your next assignment.
Welcome back.
Our thanks to Hero of Winds, SpongeBoy 1985, and Bonzo-So21 for their request. Stay tuned as we give you more strategies to stealth your way through Everything or Nothing. And send us an email to cheat@g4tv.com to let us know who your favorite Bond girl of all time is.
Careful when I want to kill.
You know, with a partner helping you out, you'll have a better chance to die another day.
It's true, but even with 2 00 agents, your mission doesn't get any easier. Here are a few tactics to help you in this co-op obstacle.
Bond games have the added bonus of multiplayer options, where spies can team up and work together in cooperation mode. In Everything or Nothing, the co-op storylines actually revolve around the single-player missions, but this time you're MI6 agents investigating nanotechnology production sites. Cheat viewer, the in-game over, and his fellow spy friend are having trouble with the last chapter of the Tunisia mission called Last Stand. Here you'll have to find and dispatch M. Safo. The first 2 guards Safo leaves behind are easily defeated with a few punches. At the hallway exit, take out a sniper hiding on the balcony. Now you can both run through the courtyard, clearing the area of ground soldiers while avoiding the rocket launcher fire from the balcony on the other end. With this area cleared, you can move to the next compound behind the double door switch. One agent should run to the right and take out the soldier with a rocket launcher while your partner handles the remaining soldiers. Next, you should go down the stairs in the center of the compound where there are 2 guards and another double switch door. Once you enter into this new room, split up. One agent going right and the other left. Stick to the walls as you fire on the soldiers in your way. These soldiers are pretty easy to take down. Just keep moving fast. You'll have a few more soldiers to rush past when you get to this doorway through the next room. Move down this walkway until you find a stairway. Go up the stairs and watch out for 2 guards. At the top of the stairs, you'll be back at the courtyard where you first started. There's a big gun on the upper level. One agent can man the gun and fire at the soldiers with rocket launchers in the far balconies while your partner runs below and attacks the enemies on the ground. He should aim for the far right corner of the courtyard, taking cover behind trees and firing on all the enemy soldiers he can. You don't want to use up all your ammo in the big gun, so both agents should fight together down in the courtyard until Sappho makes his appearance with a big gun of his own. The best way to defeat Sappho is for one agent to draw his fire on the ground level while the other attacks with the big gun on top. As long as you can continuously fire on Sappho and avoid his attacks, you'll be the winning team.
Congratulations, agents. Don't get too confident, though.
Thanks to the End Game Over for his request. If you need any more co-op help, just send an email to cheat@g4tv.com and you'll get all the details on how to be the perfect MI6 agent.
Forget the golden gun and everything or nothing. It's all about the platinum. We're gonna show you how to get platinum rewards for some key missions.
But first, it's a Cheat Popularity Poll. This week's Cheat Popularity Poll takes spies back to the days of GoldenEye 007 for the Nintendo 64. Once gamers completed the missions 1 through 9 on 00 Agent Mode, they could access all the cheat codes when they replayed the game. There was the All Guns code to unlock every weapon. You could be an invincible Bond and fly through the game without a scratch. Or be invisible where the enemies won't see you even when you're standing right in front of them. Attack with paintball bullets in paintball mode. Or check out line mode for sketch-like graphics. Next up is the Golden Gun, where one shot takes down any enemy, or you can just give all the bad guys a big head in DK mode. Secret agents put down their controllers long enough to cast their votes for their favorite code, and the winning super spy code is All Guns. At the cheat menu on the D-pad, enter down, left, C-stick up, D-pad right, left trigger plus D-pad down, left trigger plus D-pad left, left trigger plus D-pad up, C-stick left, D-pad left, and C-stick down. Holding it down until you hear a quick chime as a confirmation. Now exit out of the cheat menu, then go back to see All Guns appear. Turn All Guns on and play through the mission again with every weapon in the game. For all the GoldenEye codes and more spy gadgets, check out the Cheat Sheet Master Database at g4tv.com/cheat and cast your vote in the next Cheat Popularity Poll. I'm Corey Rouse, and I'm shaken not stirred, thanks to cheating.
And I'm Tina Wood. I get to host with Corey Rouse, thanks to cheating.
Welcome back to Cheat. We're infiltrating the world of everything or nothing to bring you an insider's guide to 007.
That's right, Corey, but sometimes the world is just not enough, and what people really want is platinum. But only the best of the best get platinum rewards.
But even 00 agents need help from time to time. An MI6 agent's success is usually determined on whether they survive the mission. In 007 Everything or Nothing, when you complete a mission, you'll earn gold and platinum rewards for achieving specific objectives. Earn gold on the 00 agent skill level to unlock the platinum mission objectives. Earning platinum is the ultimate test of skill. Objectives vary from mission to mission, but the platinum meter will indicate your progress as we lead you through some tougher platinums. In Mission An Old Friend, Vaughn must sneak through an enemy train without alerting the guards. To earn the platinum, you must complete the mission without taking any damage, and stealth attacks are the key. Avoid their line of sight and quickly stealth attack the first 2 guards, then hide and stealth the third. Remember to destroy all the computers before you move on. In the second car, stealth the first guard and take cover to shoot the 2 patrolling guards. In the third car, rush the first guard right away. Then hide and wait for the second one to turn his back before attacking. In the fourth car, stealth attack the first 2 guards and shoot the last guard. Switch on your thermovision and immediately shoot the first guard in the 5th car. Take cover behind the barrel and pick off the guards till the car is clear to earn the platinum reward. But you still have to defeat Jaws afterwards to complete the mission. And finally, in Mission Serena St. Germain, Bond must rendezvous with a geologist.
It's Bond!
To earn the platinum, you must escape the patrols and race from the hotel to the base of the fortress in less than 1 minute 55 seconds. That's barely enough time to make the drive, even if you weren't being slowed down by the missile-launching patrols blocking your path. Switch on your Q cloak and immediately turn right for a shortcut to the winding road.
Controls everything.
Conserve your cloak as much as possible while still avoiding the patrols. Make a break straight through the Fountain Plaza until your battery runs out. Turn left here through the sunken alley to avoid the roadblock. Turn left to avoid the tank, and skip the cinematic at the bottom of the hill. Jump off the cliff and off-road your way back up the hill. Turn left again and race through the barriers in the nick of time for the platinum reward. There are 27 platinum rewards to earn, and platinums are the key to unlocking cheats for 007, Everything or Nothing. So what are you gonna do with all that platinum? Are you gonna buy diamonds that are forever? Are you gonna license to kill? No! You're gonna get a bunch of cheat codes! You take a look at these rewards. When you're James Bond, you get gadgets and gizmos aplenty, even if Q complains about them coming back damaged. You're suave, have style, and you're a real ladies' man. You're not afraid to go above and beyond the call of duty to get the job done. And when you have cheat codes, the job is even easier. All the codes in this game have to be earned the old-fashioned gamer way. They're unlockable features, and by being the best spy you could be and earning platinum ratings, you'll have all these goodies in no time. When you're at the mission select screen, you can go to the unlock menu option. Here you'll find gadgets, rewards, and cheats as options. The rewards section features production stills that are earned with gold ratings and unlockable characters for multiplayer mode. When you've earned 27 gold ratings, you'll also unlock the gallery. Here you can run around and explore a museum with concept artwork, props, and gadgets. You can even get a close-up look at all the Bond girls in the game. Under cheats, you'll find 13 cheat codes that can be used anytime during the game once you've gotten them unlocked with enough platinum ratings. But you can't use any cheat codes to earn higher ratings and unlock the next level. It's just not allowed when you're a proper spy like Bond. You'll get the golden gun as soon as you earn the first platinum rating. Just pause the game and enter circle, triangle, X, circle, triangle. You'll hear a low chime as a confirmation if you've entered the code correctly. Now with just one shot with this gun, enemies won't get back up. You can have all the weapons when you've got 17 platinum ratings. Just enter circle, triangle, X, X, circle while at the pause screen. Now your arsenal is well stocked and Bond is ready for any situation. You can have your new weapons cause double damage when you pause the game and enter circle, triangle, triangle, square, circle. For unlimited ammo, just enter circle, X, square, X, circle. The ultimate prize after you've earned 27 platinum ratings is the Platinum Gun. This weapon packs an explosive bang when you enter circle, square, square, circle, X. The bad guys won't be able to escape this gunfire. If the driving levels are giving you trouble, you can give your car improved traction after earning 3 platinums when you enter circle, X, X, square, triangle. To permanently cloak your car, earn 13 platinums and enter circle, triangle, X, triangle, square. An invisible car is a must-have for any spy. To have all the codes, be sure to earn every platinum rating you can, and use all your gadgets to visit the Cheat Sheet Master Database at g4tv.com/cheat, where you'll find a cheat code recap. We've got what it takes to make you as good a spy as James Bond.
Nice prize.
All right, that's it for this edition of Cheat. Remember, if you have any questions, you can check out the Cheat Sheet Master Database at g4techtv.com/cheat.
That's right. And while you're there, hit the message board or send an email to cheat at g4tv.com where you can request a code or a walkthrough for your favorite game.
Let's go. All right, thanks to Agent Wood for helping us out for today's show. Remember, this is Corey Rouse saying if life's got you down, throw into God mode and keep kicking butt. We'll see you next time on Cheat. Okay.
Go.
Watch, play, win, Hyperactive!
We have a new online game everyone is talking about.
Every weeknight while you watch X-Play and Unscrewed with Martin Sargent, go online and play Hyperactive along with the shows. You can win an iPod Mini and other cool stuff. Go to g4techtv.com/hyperactive and play along every weeknight at 11 Eastern, 8 Pacific.
But first, for those of you unfamiliar with the game, or even those who practically live in it, let's take a tour of the world of Spira and the cast of characters that inhabit the game. Final Fantasy X is the latest game in the popular RPG series from Squaresoft. With a unique cast of heroes, villains, monsters, and striking visuals, Final Fantasy X lives up to the epic status that its predecessors have earned for the game series. In the game, humanity is on the verge of destruction by a powerful force known only as Sin. Players take on the role of Tidus, a teenage player of a futuristic sport called Blitzball. Tidus joins a group of heroes on a quest to save the world of Spira from Sin. The game features a unique battle system that improves upon the idea of turn-based fighting used by most RPGs. Players can improve their abilities and magical powers as they advance through the game with the Sphere Grid, which is a new addition to the Final Fantasy play system. Featuring countless hours of playability, side quests, leveling up, a nearly impossible-to-beat ending, and learning to play the sport Blitzball, Final Fantasy X lives up to the challenging nature created in the Final Fantasy game series. Now that you've learned about the world of Spira, it's time to get to the fighting. One of the toughest battles for gamers is definitely the boss battle with Evrae, a flying fiend who's stopping you from enjoying the skies in your sweet airship. You'll have to do some evasive air maneuvers and fight the ugly brute, which can be tough. But we got some secrets to success. Now just remember, this is pretty deep in the game, so avert your sensitive eyes if you don't want a spoiler on this one.
The guardian worm, Evrae. The great sacred beast, protector of Bavel.
Oh great, just what you need. Interrupted by a really big dragon.
The red carpet has teeth.
Yes, Auron. Big, sharp, nasty teeth. Can't we just keep going and maybe it will leave us alone?
We're gonna fight that thing!
Oh, all right, if we must. It's fighting time! First order of business, set your party's fighting order. Then, all hands on deck! Battle stations! Battle stations! Using your physical characters like Tidus, Auron, and Riku is best when the fiend is near your ship. Evrae cuts all magical damage inflicted on itself by half, so Lulu will be mostly ineffective in this fight, unless she has her third-level elemental spells.
You'll have to tell me when to move!
Oh yeah, we forgot to tell you. You have to help Sid pilot the airship during the battle.
But tell me quick, huh? This rig ain't so nimble, you hear?
Roger, I'll give the command.
Not alone, you won't.
Fun, huh? Just watch for when Tidus or Riku's turns come right before Sid's. Use your trigger command to pull the ship away from Evrae. The first thing you should do to come out on top in this battle is cast the most powerful version of the slow spell you have on the monster. This will delay its attacks. Next, cast haste on yourself and your fighting party. This will increase the number of turns they can attack during the battle. Evrae is a very tough boss character. This will not be an easy battle. Have Wakka cast his Darkbuster spell. That makes it harder for the beast to see you and lowers its attack accuracy. Make sure to use your overdrive attacks like Tidus' Spiral Cut whenever possible. As the battle progresses, Evrae will cast haste on itself to counter your slow spell. Keep casting slow on Evrae and haste on your fighting party members to keep the balance of power with you. During its attack, Evrae will inhale in one turn, then exhale a poison attack on its next. Don't go into this fight without plenty of potions to counter the deadly gas. The beast will at some point pull back from the airship. Wakka's powerful Blitzball attack will come in handy now. Keep up the fight using slow spells on the creature, haste spells on your party, and eventually you will get the upper hand on Evrae. And there will be much rejoicing. Yeah. Right. What he said. We've gotten you through a brutal boss, but now it's time for one of the toughest secrets in the game. You wouldn't have Final Fantasy without some super secret weapons, and in the case of 10, it's the legendary weapons. But getting your grubby hands on them involves finding the mysterious Cloudy and Celestial mirrors. That's where we come in. To get the Cloudy Mirror, gamers must visit the Rimium Temple in the Calm Lands. Here, talk to the Chocobo. Yes, I said talk to the Chocobo. It will then let you race down the spiraling track beneath the temple. If you win the race, you'll also win the Cloudy Mirror. Seems easy enough, right? That's only one step. After obtaining the Cloudy Mirror, you must transform it into a more powerful and frankly cooler sounding Celestial Mirror. To make the transformation from so-so reflective piece of glass to cool sounding reflective piece of glass, you must return to the Macalania Woods. Start by talking to the mother and son near the Save Sphere in the southern part of the Macalania Woods. The woman will tell you that she is waiting for her husband. Go to the Macalania Woods campsite and talk to the man to the right. Yes, you win your very own Chocobo if you guess that this is the husband who is keeping his wife waiting. Tell him where to meet up with his family and return to Macalania Woods South. Near the Save Sphere, you will find a magical glowing path of pretty colors. I think we should walk across it. When you come to an intersection, look both ways and yield to traffic to your right. Seriously, head north till you see a boy standing near a large crystal. Talk to the boy and use the Cloudy Mirror on the crystal. Presto, changeo, nothing up my sleeve, and poof! You have transformed it into the Celestial Mirror. Anyone who hasn't bothered to do this with their mirrors yet should know the Celestial Mirror is the key you need to obtain your adventurer's legendary weapons. Is it worth all that trouble just for some cool legendary weapons? It depends on how much of a collector you are. It may not stop you from beating the game, but just think how much cooler Kimahri would look holding a Spirit Lance. All right, when we come back from the break, we're going to delve into even more secrets here on Final Fantasy X. Learn how to race Chocobos in a time of nothing flat, dodge those annoying lightning bolts, and get all the secret passwords for the airship. Only on Cheat! Welcome back to Cheat. I'm Corey Rouse. We're deep into our special Final Fantasy X edition of Cheat. We've actually teamed up with Squaresoft to give you an inside scoop on how to get through the toughest parts of the game.
I've heard a lot of people kind of dislike Blitzball. My only advice is keep playing it until you win your first game.
The strategy to Blitzball is if you get the chance to recruit some good players. You have a chance after a certain point in the game to go around and actually recruit some players and figure out if they'll be the ones you want to have on your team. And then at that point, I think the best thing to do is try to get your team to level up and doing a lot of passes, just working on the fundamentals of the game.
Blitzball is really, really fun. Just sort of keep plugging away until you win your first game. You have all the motivation to better your team. The biggest thing about Blitzball is pretty much the big secret in Blitzball is that brother, the Al Bhed, who's Riku's brother, who pilots the airship, best player in the game. As soon as I won my first game, I couldn't get off of it. It was 60 games later, and I got the item. The reason I started playing Blitzball in the first place was to get the sigil for Wakka's ultimate weapon.
You know, believe it or not, you can actually, contrary to what you get in the storyline in the game, you can actually recruit Wakka, and though he says that he's going to retire and does retire. There's a point later on in the game where if you do get a chance to talk to him, you get to recruit him, and he's a good guy to have, of course.
Trust me, win your first game, you won't be able to get off of it.
Of course, things aren't nearly as hard in FF10 if you've got the right spells and weapons under your belt. The question is, just how to get the best toys for your heroes? Well, the answers lie within some of the more mind-bending puzzles hidden in the game. You've probably noticed when you've been leveling up your characters that all the best spells are hidden under those pesky level 4 locks on the sphere grid. Well, how can your life be complete without those delicious Ultima spells? And how do you get yourself a set of those rare little keys? Look no further than your handy-dandy cheat locksmith. Ah, what a nice day for a jog through the grasslands of Spira. Not a care in the world, just you and nature and... a pair of really ugly monsters! I hate it when that happens. Okay, so it's a nice day for a fight against a pair of chimera brains in the grasslands of Spira. Let's get them, guys. Wait a second, though. Set the testosterone aside for this encounter. In this fight, you should use your brains, not brawn.
In this instance, the brain is letting one of the ladies take center stage.
Take it. Leave us alone, okay?
You need to use Riku's bribe ability to pay off the Chimera Brains. There is a point to this tactic. If you bribe each of the creatures with 196,000 gil, they turn their snaky tails and run. We tried to figure out the exchange rate for 196,000 gil, but trust us, you're getting a bargain when you see the result. After Riku bribes both beasties, you win the battle. Your reward? A pair of level 4 key spheres, needed to unlock your character's most powerful spells and abilities on the sphere grid. You've unlocked a cheat. Bonus stage.
Overall, just to try to get through and play through the game well, it's important to really take care of your sphere grid. And what I mean by that is you'll get spheres in the game that allow you to level up your characters. With these spheres, and each time you level up, you can apply them to the sphere grid so that you can continue to level up your characters and get them to learn abilities and such. By doing that, and each time you get a new sphere, each time you level up and you continue to implement them into your sphere grid, your characters will pretty much be on par with the rest of the enemies throughout the game.
So you've got the Celestial Mirror and you're ready to start collecting your legendary weapons. There's just one little glitch. To use all the weapons' full powers, you're gonna have to get 2 power-up items for every character. And to get Lulu's, you're gonna have to dodge 200. Yes, 200 lightning bolts into Thunder Plains. Looks like it's time to ride the lightning.
Whoever said lightning never strikes the same place twice obviously hasn't played Final Fantasy X. As your quest leads you through an area known as the Thunder Plains, your characters will have to dodge a barrage of lightning bolts. Prizes are awarded for dodging the static discharges. One of the most challenging tasks in the game is dodging 200 consecutive lightning strikes. Why must you do this, you may ask? Well, if you don't, you can become a backup generator for a Las Vegas casino. Actually, it's the only way to obtain the Venus Sigil. You must have this item to obtain Lulu's legendary weapon later in the game. To dodge the lightning, press the X button when the screen flashes. This gives you a split second to dodge the bolt. The problem is random encounters with monsters make it impossible to dodge 200 strikes. To successfully accomplish this task, you must equip the No Encounters ability. This keeps the fiends away from you as you dodge the lightning. You need to obtain 30 units of the very rare Purifying Salt to equip this ability. As you try to avoid becoming a lightning rod, we recommend you hit pause and take a break every so often.
I really recommend taking at least a break every 10 or 15 minutes of doing that. And unfortunately, you can't just leave and save your game, because if you do that, you actually are resetting the entire side quest. You can actually hit pause, walk away, take a break, come back, and continue counting on from that point.
A little patience goes a long way in the Thunder Plains.
Now that you've built up a sweat trying to get Lulu's Venus Sigil, it's time for us to hit pause for a little break too. When we come back, we'll dive even deeper into Final Fantasy X. Get ready to master the Chocobo race, grab the passwords for the airship, and maybe even learn a few codes to make your cheating heart happy. Only on Cheat. Hey, will you go to prom with me? Oh no, you are so hairy. Welcome back to Cheat. I'm your head cheatarian, Corey Rouse. We're doing an all Final Fantasy X edition of the show, and we've already helped you get past bosses like Evere, unlocked the secret to level 4 key spheres, and even taught you how to dodge lightning bolts. But now it's time to get dirty. Once you've got the airship in the game, you'll notice that you have the ability to input specific passwords to access hidden areas of the world map. You can find passwords by deciphering the secret Albed messages hidden around Spira, or you could just do it the cheat way and get some juicy codes from us.
Getting around the world of Final Fantasy X is made much easier when traveling in the airship. After heading to the bridge and talking to Cid, you'll be able to travel anywhere in Spira just by pointing to it on the world map. Yes, ladies and gamers, you too will be sitting pretty as you ride along in style in your very own Final Fantasy X airship. Come down to Corey's Airships and fly away in yours today. Some equipment shown optional, mileage may vary. As you travel in the airship, you may notice places on the map that you can't reach no matter what you try. We've got something for you better than a global positioning system though. The secret passwords to get to the 3 secret areas on the map. You can enter these passwords with the input feature in the airship's command list. These passwords are found in the game, but are written in the Albed language. If your translating skills aren't up to par, let us help you. The first password is God Hand. It will let you reach the ravine below Mushroom Rock Road. Riku's legendary weapon can be found here. The second password is Victorious. Entering it will open the secret location at the Besaid Ruins. Here you'll be able to obtain Riku's victorious armor, which repels 3 kinds of elemental attacks. The last password is Murasame. This also opens a secret locale in the Besaid Ruins where you will find Orin's Murasame, giving him the 1 MP cost ability.
You can travel to secret areas with your fancy airship, but everyone knows that the cool kids race chocobos. The chicken-like animals are the mascots of the Final Fantasy universe, and in Final Fantasy X, they'll even get you some big prizes. Well, that is if you learn how to race them correctly. Well, lucky for you, we got some racing tips straight from the pros.
Of all the creatures of the world of Final Fantasy X, at least one is friendly towards you. The chocobos are a race of birds. During the game, players will find themselves with the opportunity to become a chocobo trainer. Don't mock this seemingly benign side quest. It's one of the choke points giving many Final Fantasy X gamers chocobo-sized headaches. Your goal after going through the first 3 levels of training is to get a perfect time of 0 in a race against the chocobo trainer. Yes, this sounds almost as ridiculous as Carrot Top winning Best Actor, but it can actually be done.
It's got to be one of the toughest parts of the game. I can tell you now, you're probably not going to get it right the first time. It takes a lot of luck.
There's no real trick or easy way to get the perfect score. You simply must run a perfect race against the trainer, avoiding all blitz balls and birds that come at you. Players also need to grab balloons as you race. Each balloon subtracts 3 seconds from your race time. You must also collect enough balloons to knock your score down to 0.
If you can do that after hopefully 30 minutes, I think you'll nail it just right.
The reward for a time of nothing flat? Tidus will receive the Sun Sigil. It's required to activate his legendary weapon, the Khalid Bolg. Again, a seemingly innocuous challenge that some gamers may pass over, but it is essential to winning the game.
You unlocked a cheat. Bonus stage.
The numerous side quests in Final Fantasy X will often be linked together with a common end. A pair of our viewer requests are linked too. One viewer is having trouble battling Seymour on Mount Gagazet, while another is having trouble catching butterflies. How could these possibly be linked? The end result of both of these help you get power-ups for Kimahri's Spirit Lance.
Spirits of the Ronso.
One of these power-ups is the Saturn Sigil. You obtain this item by beating the Butterfly Catcher minigame. This is actually not that hard to do. You can go on your butterfly hunt in 2 different areas in the Macalania Woods. You must simply memorize where you find each of the blue butterflies. Catching all 7 without touching the red ones will give you the first power-up item. Keep searching if you can't find all the blue butterflies. The hardest part of this sequence is battling Seymour on Mount Gagazet. When you beat him, you'll find the Saturn Crest. This is the second power-up item for Kimahri's Spirit Lance and ties together these different viewer requests. The villain with the angular hairdo will put up quite a fight. Your best bet will be to try different combinations of spells on your fighting party and against Seymour. Casting Hastega will speed up your attacks, while Yuna's Protect spell will help against Seymour's attacks. He will tend to cast Dispel on you, so you will likely have to continue recasting these spells throughout the battle. Seymour follows a pattern of going after characters individually until he beats them. He will alternate between Lance of Atrophy and Full Life. You will only have a turn between these, so Holy Water will help the character, as will casting Silence on Seymour so he can't cast spells. Seymour will continue with even more powerful attacks as the battle continues. Mega Potions will help your characters bounce back quickly. Once he tries his Total Annihilation attack, start unleashing your Aeons against him. There's no one easy way to win this battle against the villainous Seymour, so you will need an element of luck to win the battle as well. No one said it was going to be easy. It wouldn't be a Final Fantasy game if it was.
Just go through it at a good sort of slow pace. Find a new area, fight a few monsters for a good amount of time, and then just keep going. And don't stay too long. Don't try and race for the game. That never works. Racing through the game never works. So it's actually more of a challenge to get through a game at low levels than it is to just sort of go through at a normal pace.
Secrets in the game. You know, there are a lot of points in the game where if you don't take the time to talk to a lot of the characters that you come across in villages, you'll miss out on a few items. So for example, if you go to a town early in the game and you decide to go through the town and then leave when you're done with that part of the mission, you might miss out on a place where you can go and speak to somebody at the item shop and acquire like a special item.
Well, that's all the time we have for today's show. This is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of secrets in Final Fantasy X. Be sure to watch upcoming episodes of Cheat for even more choke points and tips for beating this epic game. If you want a complete guide to conquering the world of Spira, make sure to check out the official strategy guide from Brady Games.
Go to G4TV.com. Always fresh, always new, always plugged in.
This time on Cheat, we're going back to our roots and playing the classics that started the gaming revolution. We'll take a new school look at old school games like Zelda, Metroid, Super Mario, and more. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. I'm Kristen Holt, and today we're revisiting some classic cartridge games for the NES system. If you played these fun-filled titles, you'll get a kick out of seeing them in a new light, and if you've never experienced them, you'll find out what you've been missing. Believe me, even with their clunky 8-bit graphics and simplistic soundtrack, these games were totally rad. They focused on fun rather than rendered cutscenes and hyper-realistic gore. These were also some of the first games to incorporate cheat codes, so they're pretty near and dear to our hearts. So let's begin our journey by warping back in time with Super Mario Brothers.
Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Man, that brings back memories. Before 3D graphics, before online capability, our favorite plumber dominated the 8-bit generation with simple yet satisfying gameplay. In the Mushroom Kingdom, warp pipes are the main mode of transportation for our mushroom-eating plumber. But if you're a guy that always sees the glass half empty, go to World 1-2 and break the bricks near the exit, but leave the one to the right alone. Then, if you went to the edge of the pipe and jumped backwards, Mario would do his best David Blaine impersonation. Enter the first pipe on the left, and you'll find yourself in the negative world. Like an episode of The Twilight Zone, you'll be stuck doing the dog paddle over and over until you run out of lives. Another great way to get around the Mushroom Kingdom is doing the Mario Slide. Whenever Mario has flower power, hold down the B button and jump when you come out of a pipe or start a new level. It only lasted for a few seconds, but it was worth it to see Mario shaking what his Mamma Mia gave him. And speaking of flower power, go to any boss level as Big Mario and stand next to the axe. Wait for the fake Bowser to come as close as possible, then time your jump so you hit both Axe and Bowser simultaneously. Done correctly, Mario will flash but remain supersized. After that, every time you eat a mushroom, you'll turn small instead of big. Oh, and you'll also be able to shoot fireballs as small Mario. Sadly, as they say, you can't take it with you, and the effects of the glitch wears off if you die.
See that? So simple yet so satisfying. Okay, enough of my yapping. Let's get back to the princess saving. Our next blast from the past takes you to the land of Hyrule, where we'll expose some useful secrets.
Many dangers await our young hero Link in the land of Hyrule. Luckily, he has the cheat team acting as his loyal Sherpa. Up yours, Ganon! To quickly up your stats, go to the woods area and target the blue moblins and Octoroks to make them drop bombs. Then fly south to the shoreline and blow the doors off this wall. You'll find your first heart container. By now, you should be feeling pretty peppy, so trek towards the upper right corner of Hyrule, keeping an eye out for those pesky peahats. Walk through this hidden wall and you'll find the first 100 gem location. Now splurge your newfound wealth on a blue candle and a magical shield. Go east to this screen and burn the 5th bush from the right to reveal another heart container. Now head northeast to this huge rock. It's the only one in the land, so you can't miss it. Bomb the furthest square to the right, and you'll get the 3rd heart container. You only needed 5, but be greedy and take all 6. Then head for the waterfall area. Go up the trail, and you'll find the white sword waiting for its master. Now loop back to the forest area and burn this bush. No, it won't speak to you, but this Hyrule inhabitant will gladly give up his hard-earned treasure. Go east, and you'll find this obscure merchant by the lake containing the 1st dungeon. By now, you should have enough rubies to enable you to purchase the blue ring. This nifty bauble will cut the amount of damage you sustain by half.
Oh, Zelda, we never stopped loving you. Remember to check out our website at g4tv.com/cheat for a strategy recap. After the break, we'll check in on some more old flames, Mega Man, and Metroid. Get your thumbs ready.
Unleash your inner rock star. Guitar Hero 2, rated T for Teen.
Welcome back to Cheat. Today we're gazing back fondly at some of the great games that started the NES movement. One game we here at Cheat Central have always carried a torch for is the Deep Space classic Metroid. This is the game that introduced us all to Samus and the Mother Brain.
If you've been playing games as long as we have, your heart will definitely start beating a little faster when you gaze on the familiar graphics of Metroid. In this classic, you're dispatched by the Federation to eradicate some Metroid parasites controlled by a Mother Brain. But even before you start punching parasites, you have to destroy 2 mini-bosses beneath the planet's surface. The first is Kraid. Now, Kraid may look like a cuddly hedgehog, but don't let that distract you. There's no real cheat needed for this battle. Just get close enough to maximize missile damage. Land a few good blows, and Kraid will kiss the canvas, earning you a cool 75 bonus missiles. Now, on to your second tune-up fight, Ridley. This hyper mini-boss hops around and shoots fireballs. The easiest way to defeat him is to jump into the lava and target him with your wave gun from below. Provided you saved enough energy in your tanks, you should earn another 75 missiles. The prize you've been keeping your eye on is the Mother Brain. Be careful, this hostile homemaker has set up gun turrets all over the place. Also, watch out for the lava pit as you attack. The most successful strategy we developed was to freeze as many floating energy circles as possible, then target the big brain. After a few rounds of freeze tag, you'll be able to take down Mama Mine. After that, it's a race against the clock to escape before the "I just killed the big boss and triggered the self-destruct mechanism goes off. Interestingly enough, depending on how long you take to finish the game, you'll get one of 5 endings. Our favorite, of course, is Samus in a bikini.
One of the biggest gaming twists ever was that Samus Aran was actually a girl, which just goes to prove that chicks can kick ass too. There I go, just getting all nostalgic again. Don't mind me. Here, take a look at some strategies for Mega Man. Can I get a Kleenex?
Mega Man was the great-grandpappy of all those games that had you fighting the evil robots of Dr. Wily. You know, the sequels where you were an instrument of good and Dr. Light entrusted you to bring his assistant to justice. Yeah, I thought you'd remember. The first stage is pretty straightforward. Dodge this, smash that, you know the drill. Then, when you get to the mini-boss room, make sure you turn on Electric Man's special powers before you enter. The Guardian on this level moves back and forth in sections. Try not to get hit. When he pulls himself together, aim for his big eye and hit the fire button. After that, hit the select button repeatedly to pause and unpause the game. You'll be able to sneak in a lot of attacks before he can hit you again. In Stage 2, you'll have to reacquaint with some of Dr. Wily's rogue robots. First, Cutman. Once you know his pattern, which we're about to show you, you'll take him down with no problem. Once he's sliced and diced, use Cutman's blades to black out Electric Man's powers. The next mini-boss turns out to be a clone of you. Handsome fellow, don't you think? The doppelganger not only steals your good looks, but also your powers, so he can be tough to tackle, unless you know his weakness. Switch to Fireman's abilities, and the protective aura will neutralize most of your twin's tricks. Then, finish him off. The mini-boss for Stage 3 is a tad tougher. Use Gutman's powers to pick up these blocks, then wait for it to appear. After expending all 4 blocks, switch to your regular powers and drain the rest of his energy. Almost done. The final obstacles standing between you and Dr. Wily are guarded by 4 more robots. In Bomberman's chamber, use Fireman's powers to burn out your opponent. Then, cool off your next foe with an Iceman's Frosty Freeze. Jolt the next Robo-Bully with the shock of a lifetime. And finally, use Bombman's powers to blow the last guy away. Stand under Dr. Wily's ship and use Fireman's powers. The protective shield will destroy his outer shell. Next, switch to Cutman's power and aim for the red gem. The blades will arc downwards, giving you some extra punch. Continue with this strategy, and Dr. Wily will eventually acknowledge your gaming greatness.
Oh, that's better. After the break, we're going to hit the reset button and activate the great granddaddy of all cheat codes. Stick around. This is the one that started it all.
I'm Layla Kaylee, and this is The Feed. Microsoft tops today's gaming news, announcing the May 8th launch of Windows Live. The new Vista service will allow PC gamers to maintain gamer scores, chat and list friends the way Xbox Live users do. Standard accounts will be free, with premium memberships going for $50. Elsewhere in the gaming world, a new Nielsen study reveals that more than 1/3 of adults who go online also own a game system. 71% of those people are married and most have children. And finally, director Bryan Singer is reuniting with his usual suspects crew. Singer will reportedly backburner his Superman Returns sequel to team with screenwriter Chris McQuarrie on a World War II thriller for United Artists. Can't wait. Well, that's all for now. Visit us on the web at g4tv.com/thefeed. It's the only news you need to know. I am Layla Kaylee, and you've just been fed.
Welcome back to Cheat. I'm Kristen Holt, your hostess for the oldness, and today I'm blasting you from the past. Xanac was a classic top-down space shooter. As young cheaters, our research team took great pride in discovering the game's cheat codes and Easter egg.
Most developers, when building cheat codes into their games, require you to enter them either in the main menu or during gameplay. Xanac was always a little different. Your basic late 80s scroller, Xanac from Pony Canyon, treated cheat codes in a unique way we always found appealing. They thought outside the box, literally. To access most of the levels, press the reset button 13 times. That's what I said, 13 times. Hit start for the player's menu, then use the D-pad to select any level you want other than 11 or 12. You'll just have to reach those lofty heights the old-fashioned way. As an added bonus, hold down the A and B button on the main menu before hitting start. If done correctly, you'll be able to play with a different type of ship other than the one you're given.
Okay, next we'll look at the history and development of the classic Konami code. While the code is most closely associated with Contra, a lot of other games got in on the act. Check it out!
Contra on the NES was one of the first to feature cheat codes. and as such is responsible for the cushy lifestyles we at Cheat enjoy today. Entering them at the main menu scored you 30 bonus lives to turn back the alien invasion. First introduced in Gradius in 1986, the good folks at Konami have always respected the mantra, "Keep it simple, stupid," and the understated up-up, down-down, left-right combination has been a staple for years. From unlocking levels in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3: The Manhattan Project, to the NES game Life Force and Contra Shattered Soldiers for the PS2, where you can use the classic code to unlock 30 extra lives. The popularity of this code even had Eva from Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater taking a walk down memory lane.
Up, up, down, down, left, right, I don't remember the rest.
Oh, come on, Eva. It's not that tough. Good thing she has other assets and abilities.
When this mission's over, you'll have to treat me to a nice dinner.
And that's not the only time Konami's gotten a little dirty. In Silent Hill 3, Heather's trapped in a living nightmare where demonic creatures and one unsavory sleuth are trying to track her down.
A detective? Really?
And if you can't get enough of that funky stuff, after completing the game, go to the main menu, select Extra New Game, and enter this code. On the next screen, select a difficulty level and you'll hear Heather confirm the code. Oh, I think she likes it. Now Detective Cartland will spend the rest of the game half naked in his dirty drawers.
Are you still following me? Do I have to scream?
For more games with the Konami code, go to our website at g4tv.com/cheat. After the break, we'll dive deeper into The Legend of Zelda and then go 3 rounds with Iron Mike.
Attention all gamers, X-Play is now interactive and in prime time. Join Adam and Morgan for game reviews, live on-screen chat, and video viewer mail. Weeknights at 8, only on G4.
Hey, have you ever wondered what a Mike Tyson game would be like today? Ooh, scary. Back in the day, Tyson's mug was all over everything, including the classic Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Let's take a look back at the champ's glory days.
In 1987, the boxing world was shaken up by a plucky, pint-sized prize fighter, Little Mac, who took the sweet science by storm. Small of stature, but big of heart, Mac became a fan favorite and made a bid for the championship. Standing in his way, Iron Mike Tyson. As they played the immortal NES game Punch-Out, gamers wondered, who has the eye of the tiger? Most tilts with Tyson were over faster than the champ's current comeback attempts. With his quick jabs and uppercuts, the Tyson character KO'd opponents before you could say Marvis Frazier. If you're reliving your glory days and want to take out Tyson, get ready to dodge everything he throws for the first 90 seconds. If any blows connect, then it's nighty-night for Little Mac. The best strategy is to bring Tyson's energy down as far as you can without knocking him out. This way, you set him up for a quick KO in the next round. If you need some help bobbing and weaving, Tyson does 3 things that telegraphs his punches. When he winks, he's about to jab. This is the easiest punch to anticipate, and with practice, you'll avoid it with no problem. When he blinks, if you've got quick thumbs, you can get in a cheap KO. But if you're slow on the trigger, get ready to hit the mat. Tyson's final move is harder to predict because it doesn't involve his eyes. Instead, he'll shuffle his feet quickly just before throwing an uppercut. Just be sure to keep those peepers open, and you'll come out as the new heavyweight champion of the world.
See, Little Mac didn't even have to bite anyone's ear off to be the champ. I bet there are a lot of you out there in Gamerland who never managed to find Ganon at the end of Zelda. Well, they say revenge is a dish best eaten cold, so here's the Cheat Team's secret recipe.
So, you made it past Gleeok and you're pretty pleased with yourself, huh? Unfortunately, you're gonna have to face Ganon if you want to see Zelda again. Here's the best way to get powered up and ready for the showdown. From the start, go up until you meet a bunch of like-likes. Ignore them and open a passage to the left with your bombs. On the other side, you'll find more like-likes, but you can just waste them and head to the right. Ignore the Wizrobes. Head over one more room, then go south. Place a bomb to the right and kill the Petra in that room. He'll have the map to the dungeon. Make another hole to the north and go up 2 levels. Here, you'll have to kill all the Wizrobes so you can move the block standing between you and the treasure. Inside, you'll find the red ring, which reduces any damage you incur by 25%. Go back to the room where you first saw the Petra and open the door. Inside, you'll find a friendly face to help you on your quest. Follow instructions, make yourself a door to the left, and dispatch the Wizrobes in this room as well. When you exit the tunnel, head west and kill the Petra that's in your way. This tunnel will lead you into a room with more Wizrobes, but you don't have to take the slot on just yet. Instead, use a bomb to create a door to the north. Inside, you'll find a whole new crop of Wizrobes, which, yes, you do have to deal with. This room will eventually lead you to the weapon that will kill Ganon, the Silver Arrow. Backtrack to the Petra you first killed in this area, and then go up. The door in this room will only open if you kill all the like-likes, so make sure they're pushing up daisies. From here, follow the path and blow away any additional Wizrobes trying to keep you from your destiny. Make a hole to the left and kill everything in the room. Then enter the portal. Yeah, I know. Not another Petra. Kill it quickly and hurry along to meet your arch nemesis. Make sure you replenish your hearts and switch to your Silver Arrow before you go in. When you enter, Ganon will disappear like the coward he is, and you'll have to strike him with your sword. Watch where his energy balls come from and aim for that location. Hit him 3 times and use the Silver Arrow to bring down the Dark Lord.
Well, that's that, kids. Let's set our time machines for good old 2005 and get back to our real lives. I hope you enjoyed turning back the clock with me. And if you've got a classic game you're still struggling with, let us know and we'll try to help you out. You can post all your comments and suggestions on our message boards at g4tv.com/cheat or email them to us at cheat@g4tv.com. You can also find a full recap of today's tips and tricks on our website. So until next time, I'm Kristen Holt, and I'm a cheater. All right, now can I get out of this ridiculous outfit? This is seriously, like, my feet hurt, the skirt's way too tight. Oh well, rock on.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Attack of the Show.
My God!
In the loop.
Is it over for Sony before it even begins?
Fresh aim.
If you're like a guy that's trying to get your girlfriend into comics, this is a great book.
Around the net.
Funny, satirical.
I love this show every frickin' day.
Attack of the Show, tomorrow at 7, only on G4.
Go to g4tv.com. Always fresh, always new, always plugged in.
You either love it or you hate it, but can you afford it? That's the real question. Wherever you fall in the great PS3 debate, you won't want to miss this episode. We're kicking the tires on Sony's next-gen console and running through launch titles from Tony Hawk Project 8 to Resistance Fall of Man. It's all happening right now on Cheat. Welcome to Cheat, where games are made to be cracked and fun is serious business. I'm Kristen Holt, and in this episode, we're all about the PlayStation 3. And we're ready to do what we do best, cheat. We'll open up everything from NBA 07 to Mobile Suit Gundam, but first, Let's kick things off with the eagerly anticipated Tony Hawk Project 8.
Tony Hawk's in town and he's looking for a few good skaters. Do you have what it takes to make his team? Find out in Tony Hawk Project 8 for the PlayStation 3. The goal of this game is to outdo, outrip, and outshred the competition. The prize? A coveted place on Team Tony. Customize your character's look and wardrobe and let the thrashing begin. The game plays just like its predecessors, with additional tricks and levels.
Wow, cool move!
So die-hard Tony Hawk fans will feel right at home. Nail the Trick is one of Project 8's brand new features. Use the sticks to flip your board. Once you're in the air, the left stick controls your screen left foot, and the right stick controls the right. The kick flip is a tough trick. Here's how to nail it. Ollie off a ramp and push the left stick down. Hold it there to keep your foot out of the way until the board rotates all the way around. When the grip tape points up again, release the stick to put your foot down on the board and land. Project 8 features an intense open world where you're free to rip through the streets or tear up a halfpipe. Throughout the game, you'll encounter real pro skaters like Rodney Mullen and My Name is Earl's Jason Lee.
Show me you can ride and I'll see what I can do to get you noticed by Tony and his crew.
With a little practice, you'll be busting out sick tricks in no time.
I can totally skate like that. No, seriously, I just don't have my board with me today because, you know, I'm working and everything, and I'm completely awesome at basketball too. Those guys in the NBA, I take them to school and I eat their lunch. Well, in a video game anyway. Here's how to rule the court in NBA 07.
With slick graphics, new game modes, and a lightning-quick pace, NBA 07 goes full court press on the PS3's next-gen capabilities. The Showtime gameplay feature is back, with some major modifications. This year's Showtime focuses more on personal achievements and flash rather than teamwork. Performing alley-oops, dunks, no-look passes, block shots, and fast breaks will increase your meter. Once you perform 3 spectacular moves in a row, your team's energy, shooting, and stamina will receive boosts. On the other hand, if you cause turnovers, miss 2 shots in a row, or the other team calls a timeout, your meter will decrease. NBA 07 also has a new feature called the Replay Mode, which lets you relive exciting moments from last year's NBA season. Each week from the 2005-2006 season is highlighted by 2 challenges you must recreate. For instance, remember that great rally last year when Kobe Bryant scored 29 of his 34 points in the last 18 minutes of the game? This challenge is available in Replay Mode. Your goal in Replay is to score 13 points with Kobe, including 2 2-point jumpers and 2 3-point jumpers. All right, I know what you're thinking. Coach Holt, but what about the new controller? Funny you should ask that. NBA 07 takes full advantage of the PS3's motion-sensitive 6-axis.
LeBron James.
During the offense, you can pull off some sweet moves using this controller. To do the stutter step, push the controller either forward or backwards. And how about the dreaded crossover dribble that was perfected by Allen Iverson? To quickly change direction on your defender, move the controller either left or right horizontally. Use this move to get past your counterpart for an easy J or a sweet dunk.
On our test.
You can also pull off spin moves to get away from a defender. Twist the controller either counterclockwise to spin right or clockwise to spin left. With all these moves in your arsenal, you should have no problem slaughtering the competition. Bring it on, baby!
Anybody up for a little samurai action? You're in for a treat. Genji Days of the Blade is up next on Cheat. But first, here's a quick cheat that might come in handy.
Do you have the need for speed? Then pick up Ridge Racer 7 for PlayStation 3 for the ultimate adrenaline fix. Use your nitro to blow past your opponents or get up behind them and draft their speed. Either way, make sure you know how to work a manual shift or you're going to be stuck in first gear doing 20. Using the controller, steer the car, and by jolting it towards you, you can drop the hammer and shift the car into higher gears. Now all you have to do is learn how to use the horn.
PS3. Rated T for teen.
Welcome back to Cheat. All that cell processing power under the PS3's shiny black hood can sure make for some pretty pictures. And there's nothing like a lush, epic voyage through Japan's mythical history to push the console's graphics. Feast your eyes on Genji Days of the Blade. Welcome to Genji Days of the Blade, a game of reenacting the historically based and beautifully rendered battles of ancient Japan. Fortunately for us, modern Nihon was apparently forged from the smoking remains of epic samurai battles. Oh, and giant enemy crabs. Those two. Unfortunately for us, we'll have to wait a little longer for that most ballyhooed of crab bosses. There's a war of attrition to fight first. And boy, is it hell out there. In the Ichinotani Beach mission, you start out at the foot of a great battlefield. Thankfully, that field is much smaller than it looks. The environment may be teeming with fearsome enemies, but there are certain special fellows that you really need to pay attention to. You'll know them by the weird tilty antlers on their heads, and the fact that they appear on the map as yellow arrows. Defeat these guys, and you'll stop the enemy armies from spawning. Defeat the first of the Hattie Baddies that appears right in front of you. Not so difficult, right? Especially if you press L1 to use the Kamui Plane minigame. Okay, now defeat about 15 more over the next half hour. To activate successive phases of the battle, you'll have to kill enough enemies in certain areas, or run to the far side of the map. You'll know you've succeeded when you see a short cutscene like this one. Yeah, man, I know how you feel. Here are some basic tips for staying alive over the course of the ensuing battle. Level your weapons up at the beginning. Work your way east and use Ben-K to knock down the fortifications. Keep an eye out for crates containing health and Kamui power-ups and use them judiciously. Do your best to limit the amount of fighting with the cannon fodder. The more you kill, the more will spawn, and you'll have wasted health and energy. Block and walk. It's slow, but effective in limiting damage. When health is low, you can restore it through item use and leveling up. Switch characters and activate super moves, as well as Kamui Plane battles strategically. Here's the last and most important tip. Don't die! Keep an eye on your health, because if you bite the dust, it's back to the beginning of Operation Krabby Freedom for you. And believe me, it's not a war you want to fight twice. So kill, kill, kill until you think the battle couldn't possibly last any longer, and you might rather just die and never see the fabled Crab King of yore. Then, and only then, will he show his mighty face. Ben-K will be your man for this battle. Why flip the crab over when you can just whack his face off? A few melee moves from Ben-K's club will crack the claws right off that sucker. Use the Kamui Plane minigame to further weaken his armor. A few more well-timed bludgeoning moves, and Krabby McCrabster will be in dire need of some Joan Rivers-style facial reconstruction. It's time to strike his weak spot for some massive damage, people. Poke him in the kisser and he'll drop. From his ruined body, you reap exciting new weapons and a delicious banquet of crab legs. Now, if only someone would just pass the base seasoning and butter. Now you can take Cheat with you anywhere you go. Just visit g4tv.com/podcast for clips of this and your other favorite G4 shows. We have plenty more PS3 games to show you, including Madden and Mobile Suit Gundam. But first, here's another handy quick cheat. War is hell. And in Call of Duty 3 for PlayStation 3, you experience that hell, fighting the Nazis through occupied Europe.
Nice work, boys.
Use your grenades, your Tommy gun, and anything else you can throw at the charging Germans. But when the Nazis get close, don't shoot them. Save your ammo and use your gun to knock them out. Tilting the 6-axis to the side, gun butts the nearest Nazi. And trust me, nothing feels better than knocking a kraut on his keister. Now it's time to liberate Paris.
When America needs a hero. When freedom stands alone.
Let's join Special Agent Bob and Secret Agent Steve, two of the finest official unofficial Splinter Cells.
What are you doing? I love that noise. Beep, beep. Beep, beep. Just get down there and grab the files. Okay, just don't drop me this time. At least get the... Just stop it! I don't know why the goggles make noise. All I'm saying is that if we're supposed to be stealthy, why do our goggles make sound? And why do they glow? I don't know! On, off, on. It's cool. I deserve that.
Stay tuned for the continuing adventures of Bob and Steve.
Welcome back to Cheat's All PS3 Blowout. If you thought Madden 06 was intense on your old console, wait till you see what it looks like on the PS3. The gameplay is faster and more intense, and this is the part I really like. It's even easier to fake out your opponent.
Madden 07 gets a next-gen renovation for the PS3, and the bone-crunching fun is as intense as ever. Here's how to blow out your competition with an unstoppable offense. A quarterback has far more responsibilities beyond getting all the hot girls and picking up the biggest endorsement deals. It's his job to keep the defense guessing by mixing things up on the field. Let's look at your passing game. Your goal is to throw off the defenders by making them think you are running when you're actually passing. Throwing in situations like 1st and 10 or 3rd and inches will cause that. You can also call formations that have only 2 wide receivers and 2 running backs. As the defense attempts to stop the run, you can easily throw a touchdown pass. Another powerful tool to use during the passing game is play action. This play starts off by faking a handoff to the running back so the defense will focus on him. Meanwhile, you launch a pass to your receiver. Play action doesn't work too well on blitzes, so be careful when using this play or your quarterback will get sacked. When choosing a target to complete a pass, look for mismatches on the field. Match up your best receiver against the weakest defenders and watch them dart through for a touchdown. Avoid throwing the ball to the receiver if there's multiple coverage. It's a recipe for an interception, and we're not trying to be Drew Bledsoe. Don't forget about precision passing, which is done with the right analog stick. To lead your players, simply move the stick right or left. Move the right analog up to throw the ball high, or avoid interceptions by throwing low. You can also lob the ball by tapping one of the pass buttons. Lobbing works best when throwing the pigskin down the field. Throw bullet passes for hook routes by holding down any of the pass buttons. Passing is great, but this year's Madden has an improved ground game as well. Just like the passing game, your goal is to be unorthodox in order to throw off your defenders. Run in situations like 2nd and 20 when the other team is obviously thinking you're going to pass. You can also trick the defenders by running the ball while using a 3 or 4 wide receiver set. If a team is heavily stacked on one side, flip the play and run the other way. Remember to take advantage of your running backs too. Use the beefy and stronger backs to plow through the middle while using your faster backs to run the outside. Don't forget to use the spin, juke, stiff arm, and trucking moves to avoid oncoming defenders. They put these moves in the game for a reason, people. Finally, use Madden's new lead blocking feature to your advantage. Before snapping the ball, cycle through and select the fullback by pressing L1. After you hike the ball, clear a path for your running back. You can either pancake the defender by pushing your right analog up, or cut his legs out by pressing the right analog down. Press circle to gain control of your running back and head for a touchdown. Hopefully these tips help you score a ton of points, and you'll be heading for the playoffs in no time.
We'll have more from the mighty PS3, including Mobile Suit Gundam and Resistance Fall of Man when Cheat returns. But first, here's another of those quick cheats that all the celebs are talking about. Seriously, Paris Hilton, she loves them. She says they're sexy.
In PlayStation 3's NBA 07, you can lead your favorite franchise to the championship or create your own player and watch him dominate Kobe. Shooting, passing, and defense are the foundations to any good player, but someone who knows how to handle the rock will make his team great. Using the 6-axis controller, you can stutter step, cross over that dribble, or just fake out your opponent and drive. Not all of us have that outside shot. But learn these moves and you'll be dunking on LeBron in no time.
LeBron James hits the two-pointer.
Hold on, let me wipe the lens.
Right. Nice. Oh, that was sick.
This is Project 8.
Here we go. Life is a blast when you know what you're doing. Best to know what you're doing for your life get ruined. Life is a thrill when your skill is developed. If you ain't got a skill.
This is skateboarding.
Tony Hawk's Project 8, rated T for teen.
Welcome back to Cheat's PS3-apalooza. The American workplace is getting so much more casual. If you're a guy, you probably almost never wear a suit anymore. But if you had a mobile suit with a cannon mounted on your head, oh hell yeah, you'd rock that.
Mobile Suit Gundam Crossfire is equal parts action and strategy. The action's more fun, but the strategy elements are crucial. Knowing which mech advancements are beneficial can make a difference between life and an exploding mobile suit. Mission failed. First, pick up some extra pilots and mobile suits so you'll have some running mates. Hey, you gotta have friends.
Enemy intrusion. Intercept immediately.
If you're playing for the Zeon forces, your mobile suits will naturally be weaker compared to your enemies. Concentrate on upgrading your defense and weapon attributes. If you play a Federation hero, you'll start the game with good armor. So concentrate on improving your weapon stats for more ammo and attack stats for stronger weapons. The combat here is quick and deadly. Good reflexes just aren't enough. Here are the techniques you can count on in a pinch. Spot an enemy mobile suit from far away, start sniping away at their legs and you'll literally bring the enemy to its knees. Caught in a close-range slugfest? Target lock your victim and strafe sideways with your handheld cannon. Unload your head-mounted Gatling gun at the same time to unleash twice the damage. Fly towards your target full throttle and bust out your beam saber. One quick thrust once you're in range will do the trick. Remember, when two heavily armed robo-warriors fight, there's only one real winner. And that's you, the gaming public.
We owe you one.
Imagine a world where World War II never took place, neither did the Great Depression, and Russia never had its communist revolution. That's the world of Resistance: Fall of Man, and it seems like a nice place to live. At least until the Chimeras show up. There goes the neighborhood!
Welcome to the end of the world!
It's the 1940s. The brutal Chimera war machine has taken most of the world by force. You're an American soldier sent to aid the British against the Chimera onslaught and defend humanity's last line of defense. Welcome to Resistance: Fall of Man. There's one requirement in the Battle of Manchester: survive, and we're here to help you do just that. The first thing to remember is to keep moving and keep shooting. This, above all else, will help you stay alive. This map is full of walls and barricades to hide behind, but don't count on those being effective all the time. We'll get to that later. The basic enemy infantry unit is the hybrid. Grenades are very effective against them, especially in large numbers. Remember, the more you kill, the more health they drop for you. So kill, kill, kill. The bullseye rifle can be very effective against enemies taking partial cover in the rubble. To use this gun, aim at your enemy and pull the L1 trigger. You'll shoot a homing tag, which will enable you to hit them no matter where you're aiming. If things get too quiet all of a sudden, beware. It's a sure sign that you're about to be swarmed by a horde of nasty spider-like creatures known as leapers. Try to keep your distance while you pick them off. Blast them with the carbine while you continually circle around, and don't let them get too close or you'll regret it. Take care when you're attacked by steelheads. They use a special rifle called an auger, which can pass through surfaces like barricades. Watch out! You'll know when you're about to get hit when bright white circles appear on the walls. Get out of the way quick. The more surfaces it passes through, the more powerful it gets. Once you kill the steelheads, pick up the auger and make them pay. As an added bonus, the auger also allows you to create an electromagnetic barricade that only you can shoot through. Enemy fire will be blocked for as long as the barricade lasts. When passing through alleys and meadows, beware of mines. There are two varieties, spike mines and concussion mines. Spike mines just need to be destroyed before they explode. The concussion mines, however, will detonate at different levels, so react accordingly. When you reach the final stage of Manchester, again, the key here is to simply stay alive. Grind your way through the enemy troops. The Chimera will drop reinforcements, so try to make short work of them and save your strength for what's coming next. Collect as much health and ammo as you can to prepare yourself for one of the Chimera's most formidable weapons, the Stalker. When engaging the Stalker in combat, try to stay moving. When not in motion, duck for cover as much as possible. If you continue to move, the Stalker's fire will most likely not catch up with you. The Stalker's only vulnerable area is directly behind its head. It will try to protect it by always facing you. Let your fellow soldiers distract it while you sweep around and tag it from the back with your bullseye. Now you can shoot it from any vantage point and still do damage. When you've done a significant amount of damage, the Stalker will begin a missile barrage. Take cover. When the barrage is over, hit it again with the auger from the front. Your fire will amplify through the Stalker's body and hit it where it counts.
That's all for now. I hope you had fun exploring the newest games for the PS3. If you missed any of these tips, visit us on the web at g4tv.com/cheat, or you can write to us at cheat@g4tv.com. Until next time, I'm Kristen Holt, and you've been cheating.